Alright. Hello, everybody. We're back for some more Duel Commander, and against maybe my better judgment, we are playing Lier tonight. I've accepted a donation from a buddy of mine, Marcus, aka I would like to respond. Known island enjoyer, lover of leaving up mana at all times, casting a lot of instant speed spells, high tide, enthusiast, blue control, etc., etc., etc. Also, more notable, I guess maybe not more notably, but somewhat notably, like one of the first people, if not the very first person, to be playing the blue post list in Legacy that has been popping up. But specifically, he donated for me to play Lier against my better judgment. Now, most folks that have watched my stream know that maybe I should post in the Duel Commander Discord as well. But most folks know that I am not a combo mage. I am not good at combo decks. Some people even maybe remember my my charity stream I did some years back, where I had like a really high dollar mounted play Doomsday League, and the Doomsday League was just like the sweatiest, messiest league of my entire life. It was just a mess. My brain is not configured in a way that is like very good at piloting combo decks. Alright, we posted in the Duel Commander Discord as well. But yeah, I'm not a combo deck. I'm a creatures guy through and through. I'm not even a control player, and this is like 2 steps removed from me. But so we'll see how this goes. It's not gonna be pretty. I apologies in advance to all the Lier players out there who are going to surely see a bunch of things wrong with what's going on here. I do not promise perfect play here. Sometimes people mostly donate to watch me suffer, I guess. And that's what we're here to do today. So, also shoutouts to regular Duel Commander League / Trial End Boss. I am going to butcher your name. Bekodagea? I can't. It's a tough one. Sorry, but I see this person a ton in both leagues and trials, and just like a regular killer on Lier. Literally won yesterday's Duel Commander trial. This is the list that I stole, so I just literally went to their page where they just play a shit ton of Lier and Duel Commander. They had a brief stint of trying Brawl. Try the new thing, right? But if you go back further, it's just going to be a Lier. But yeah, literally just yoinked this exact list. I don't... If you're out there and you're a Lier player, and you're like, you're not playing Cloud of Fairies or whatever. I don't know. Not an expert. I don't claim to be an expert. Just like the Azusa League from before, I took a list. I'm sorry if I'm not playing your card. Fabled D&T player, XJ Club, not a control player. There's like tap out. There's like a pretty distinct difference between like tap out control and like blue control, you know? But that is true. People treat Cloud as a aggro deck when it's like very, very much not. So I should maybe draw that line. But yeah, I guess for those of you that aren't familiar with Duel Commander at all, we'll do like the real quick and dirty on this one, because I don't know a lot of the intricacies here. But Lier is just a high tide deck. It's literally just a one trick. Lier just lets you have Past in Flames, but for all your spells for the whole turn. So you usually just like have high tide and a bunch of tutors for high tide, personal tutor, dizzy spell transmute. There's like 2 creatures in here that also tutor, Micromancer and something else, Spellseeker, yeah, and then a bunch of untappers. So you like high tide, untap, float a bunch of mana, untap your lands, cast Lier, cast Side Hit again, cast untapper again, make a bajillion mana, just churn through your deck with a bunch of cards, and then brain freeze your opponent. That's basically the only thing you can do. There's not a lot else. There are literally 3 creatures in the main deck: Subtlety, Micromancer, and Spellseeker. So it's a little tough to win with with combat damage. Anyway, let's get started. It's gonna be a shit show. I'm sorry in advance. Pox top 80 Eternal Weekend. You want to tell me what the other 7 decks were, maybe, Matt, man? I'm curious. How many archetypes do you think in those 7 decks? Just totally hypothetically. Not a leading question. But yeah, I'm not really looking to play a Legacy. I posted on Blue Sky. I posted my dream ban list update. It's very much not going to happen. I'd be surprised if something more than like exactly Tamiyo ban happened on in November. All right, huh? This just feels like green-red stompy stuff. It's just a big guy. Am I supposed to keep this hand? Feels like it sucks. It just doesn't do anything, right? Giga Drowse is like fog slash like, you know, defense grid versus the blue decks, and this is very clearly not a blue deck. We could like Giga Drowse a Llanowar Elf to prevent a Miglaw's turn, but like this doesn't really seem like something I really. Frantic Search is probably one of like the top cards in the deck, right? But this deck definitely needs a plan, and this hand does not have a plan. Alright, this hand has a plan. It's got Transmute for High Tide. It's got Mental Misstep for a Dork. It's got... I think I want to bottom the Subtlety just because I'm on 6 and I need all my lands, and then I can Mental Misstep a Mana Dork and then probably just, like, draw 2 cards or something. It's between Subtlety and Archmage's Charm here. Fill out my server for Eternal Weekend. Ask for Dual Commander Challengers in the Showdown. Hell yeah. I hope to see it next year. I will keep this. I think I'm going to bottom the Subtlety. I mean, Subtlety seems like it'd be pretty good here, but we just like don't really have the resources to support pitch casting it very much. Is this how it feels to just like have Mental Misstep in your opener? What were we playing, guys? It was last week where I got Mental Misstep 3 games in a row by some deck. I don't remember what it was. Wow, no 1-drop? Cheating. They'll cast one eventually. Alright, well that's, this is always High Tide. This, I assume, can get, like, one of a bunch of untappers if High Tide's taken care of. That card seems a little bit tough. I mean, it's like very costly to like leave up a bunch of mana, but obviously if they eat the High Tide during the Lier turn, it can be a problem. Also, we can find like bounce spells with Spellseeker, maybe deal with it, stuff like that. I mean, I guess we're just fucking passing the turn again. What was your dream ban announcement? Tamiyo, Nadu, the One Ring, and like another just dartboard a random card out of Blue-Black Reanimator. Miglaw's time. So we probably just transmute Dizzy Spell here because Spellseeker has a lot wider range. Nothing from D&T curious. Yeah, well, I mean, when D&T puts more than, like, one person in the top 32, maybe. Am I ready to storm off? I'm absolutely not ready to storm off. I'm ready to fucking die. I really wish I had a Subtlety instead of the other cards that I kept here, but how was I supposed to know that the green deck wasn't going to cast a Mana Dork on turn 1? What does this actually do? 3 mana to naturalize, and then Madness and Vigilance doesn't fucking matter, and then it can like give itself +2/+2. It's kind of scary. Problem is that we're like, I think like a turn 5 kill given how this hand is going, which is not very fast. jamming into 2 open blue mana is super rude. I mean, like, what else are you supposed to do? Not cast their spell? You always jam into Lier. Imagine if you could transmute at instant speed. I mean, well, then I could, like, hold up Archmage, Charmaine, Dizzy Spell, or whatever. What's the worst that they could do? Alright, oh god. Need to click on the right card. Where's my High Tide? Bang. It's probably just, like, Spellseeker into the Flood Maw for next turn or something. Oh no, we need to untap her, though. Dude, this thing doesn't get Trample, right? I guess it gets Menace, which means I also can't block it. If they so choose. Notably, High Tide or Brain Freeze early means I can, like, Brain Freeze myself during a Lier turn, potentially. What's the best untappers in this deck? Is it just, like, Turnabout? I don't know if there's, like, specifically untappers I should be gunning for. You can right-click, choose this to be extra sure. That's probably wise. I mean, I guess I tutor a lot in Cloud. I think the window just felt a little bit smaller than it usually is. Turnabout and Snap. Oh, Snap's a good one here. I could Spellseeker for Snap. It's exciting. Ow. Alright, well, we're not dead. I think I'm supposed to just tap draw here, honestly, and not Spellseeker yet, huh? These guys are pretty scary. But notably, this is not technically lethal, but like they are a red deck. They could easily have like lightning bolts and shocks and stuff, and they're showing 8 on board here. We could easily die. I think we're just gonna tap draw. But if we tap draw and they just play another creature, Miglaw has no trample. It does not have trample, notably. It does gain vigilance and menace though if my opponent chooses, which is close to trample. I guess we could, like, Spellseeker, Snap, Chump Block, Scavenging Ooze. But then we're still, like, we kind of want land fine. What am I doing? If I tap draw, and then my opponent plays another creature, like, I can't go off next turn still, right? If I draw, find the 5th land, I have High Tide into 8 mana, Spellseeker for Snap, or, like, Hidden Strings or something. That's 8 to 5 mana... Hidden Strings down to 3 mana, untap 2 lands, up to... no, I can't Hidden Strings. I have to snap the Scavenging Ooze in order to keep going off. And then the High Tide's already eaten by the Skoos in that sequence of events, so that's really bad. I could, like, tap bounce the Skoos. Spellseeker can find the land that's also spelled. No, Spellseeker is only 2 or less. It can't find, Sink into Stupor. Maybe this Cryptic Command tap bounce try to rip 5th land. If we don't rip 5th land, I think we just die. But I'm not 100% confident in that analysis. We miss on land, High Tide gives us 6 mana, Spellseeker into Untapper leaves us 1 left. And then we untap, we have exactly 5, so we still can't. We really need to hit the land drop then, huh? Oh, that's fine with me. We want to tap bounce Skoos here. Give us the best opportunity to win. Tap all creatures your opponents control. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. They're not. They just. I can't. You gotta make me combo opponent. They had a bolt they could kill their own Scoos attack for lethal. We had a mental misstep. And also it wouldn't be lethal if they killed their own Scoos. Because they would lose the Scoos and then only be attacking for like 7 or something. We didn't have the win! This is the least deserved win of all time. I was about to like try to fumble through a combo turn, and I had to rip the land. I didn't even have it. I honestly have respect what they're about. Lier always has it. Yeah, Island was the top. I think it's a win if we have. It's almost certainly a win, right? If we rip a land there because we have like the brain freeze to dig a bunch too. Ain't nobody got time to watch you fumble through a combo turn. Chat's really believing in me here. Look, we're on the board. We got a game win with Lier. I cast one spell that game. All right, this hand's cooking. It's missing like the tutor for High Tide, but obviously it has like a bunch of cards to stumble through here. Hit some land drops, find one of the High Tide tutors, etc. Now everyone's gonna fucking play the 1-drop. Now I have no mental misstep. God damn it. You. Fetches are in here like almost exclusively for Brainstorm, I imagine. No, there's also Mystic Sanctuary. That makes a lot of sense. So we save the fetches for forever. I think there's also Brain Surge in addition to Brainstorm. We'll just thought scour ourselves. We could also like Ilum Cyclorian this turn, but I don't think that's necessary yet. What happens if we mill the High Tide? We just like cry about it a lot. Work really hard to Mystic Sanctuary it back. Just play your Miglaws, come on. And then I'll like unsubstantiate it next turn or something. Well, work really hard, aka play lands and win the game. Surely there are better green-red commanders legal. Green-red is, I think, like one of the worst color combinations in Duel Commander, in my experience. Wash away, where were you? Last turn, come on. I guess we'll just unsubstantiate it after they try to pump or something. Taiga Gaming is a struggle, yeah. Maybe they'll, like, give it +2/+2. And we can, like, just get 2 mana for free. Is Cypher a May? Oh, yeah, it is. I wasn't expecting to get the reminder text on that. I guess that makes sense. It'd be kind of a lot worse if it weren't a May, because it'd have, like, exile itself, and you couldn't Lier it back. Yeah, there's, like, no real reason to counter this or anything. I think we're just gonna bounce this Miglaws. It looks like they might have just attacked me for 6 here. It's really inefficient when you tap your Mana Dork to pump your Miglaws, though. Because you're, like, only getting +1. Okay, there you go. Now you can attack for 7. If they don't pump, am I supposed to just take 4? Yeah, because I can just recast it. I might just cast Moment of Truth here. Or maybe unsubstantiate like a scary 3-drop that they play. I don't know. Although it's not very useful to... Oh, they're just leveling up Hex Drinker, sure. This gets protection from instants at level 3? Oh, shit. Oh, they're not leveling to level 3. Nice. That works out well for me. Moan of Truth. Oh, I see a turnabout. We have an untapper. We can always, like, potentially put the turnabout in the yard. This, is just cancel or a cycler of some sort. Our mana's pretty locked up here. I might just want to pick up the extra untapper. Because, like, we're probably going to have to unsubstantiate the Hex Drinker here. We just need to, like... We're already out of things to dig with. We might just be fucking dying, huh? I guess we could always use Turnabout as a time walk, too. Click on the card to put in my hand. Click on the card to put in the graveyard. And the card goes to the bottom, sure. More lands. Exciting stuff. Alright. Well, I have no options. This does, yeah, choose creature and then target my opponent. And then choose tap. God, we're just gonna fucking die, man. Cryptic Command at home. We got him with the Cryptic Command at home game 1. You weren't here. It was the greatest Cryptic Command ever. They just conceded on the spot. Am I supposed to unsubstantiate this? I think I am. It gives me a lot of, like, time and life and stuff. And, like, we're not doing anything else with our mana. I guess I shouldn't F6. What if I wanted to cleave? That's not great. Maybe I'll be able to cleave, hit their Lelia cast here. They're going to hit another Mana Dork. Oh, wow, that's terrifying. Well, it would be if they could, like, cast it. So the problem is that I think we're just fucking dead unless we just, like, rip High Tide. Well, we can't ponder. I guess we could turn about them, and then next turn we could Mystic Sanctuary back the turnabout and then ponder into it. Yeah, rip Eye Dead after turnabout them. That's what I mean. That's my plan here. I give them more mana if I wait, but I also, like, they have clearly showed a lot of haste creatures, so I think I'm just going to let them go to combat. You got it. Leveled up. I'm gonna level that puppy up to 4. Deal. Nope, just a 3. Alright. Alright, turnabout, target them. Pay 4 mana. Choose creature. And then choose tap. Creature. Tap untapped permanents. There we go. They didn't even, like, level up the Hex Drinker more. Alright, I guess. Where's their gutter roll response? Alright, well, we have to do this, I think. They're gonna, like, endurance me or something. top and draw it. That's my plan, is that I hope that I ponder into the turnabout that I put on the top, and then also the high tide underneath it. Well, shit. I guess we draw the peak and then shuffle and then just rip the peak. Next turn, obviously. After we turn about them. Again. Are we gonna level up the Hexer 2 more times using only the mana dorks and then not again? It's okay, it's definitely the high tide underneath the... After we shuffle, it's gonna be the high tide on top that we peek into. Yeah, sure. It's got protection from whatever. Target you. Turnabout. Maybe they'll just like randomly concede again. Choose creature. Choose tap. Alright. We shuffle away the island. This is where we do it. This is where we fucking win. We win big right here. Huge W. That's not a huge... They had the endurance and they didn't even do it! What? I guess they were worried that, like, if they hit the turnabout, then I was just gonna, like, high tide kill them, and they're saving the endurance for the Lier, but wow. Oh yeah, look at all these fucking giant haste creatures. They're not even, like, casting? Oh, they're holding up hardcast endurance, I guess. Sure. But yeah, I believe we are dead as fuck, is my estimation. I'm gonna draw 3 cards. We're a blue player. We can't not draw cards. Come on. Oh yeah, we were. The Giga Drows were gonna time walked again. They wanted you to see it when you peeked. If you 5-0, you become a Lier gamer. Literally never. You could. I was about to say you couldn't pay me to, but like this stream is literally evidence that you can pay me to. But no, Lier is just so bad for my mental. Like I'm just not built for to be a combo player. Are you not having fun? We haven't taken a relevant game action for 2 straight games. Who is this fun for? Am I supposed to keep this? It feels like it sucks. I think this hand's a mulligan. This End of the Flood Moss seems like it's like not that great. Console of the Star Charts is like kind of weak to cast early, right? It's like a 2-mana sleight of hand on 2. If it doesn't tutor a high tide, it's kind of a mull. That does track. This hand is kind of fine. I feel like this hand is just never going to win. Like, you just have to draw really well. Sorcerer speed tapping them down is bad, though. Yeah. I'm gonna hit the mulligan button. All right, this hand. Okay, this hand's cooking. This hand's got some gas in it. I think we bought him a land here. It's either that or the spell snare. Maybe we bought them the spell snare. They had like some relevant 2s, but they also have like mana dork into 3s, and we'll have the remand up for the 2 or 3 mana turn already, and we like our land drops. So maybe we do just bottom the snare. And then we remanded a Spellseeker High Tide. I was waiting for them to just hit me with the fucking Gemstone Caverns into 2-drop after I do that. I was gonna freak out. There's the mana dork. Oh, we're cooking! Is this a turn 4, chat? I don't know the math. Am I supposed to just, like, fucking send it turn 4 with this? I guess you don't necessarily, like, against a deck like this, you probably want to send it as late as possible, right? Oh, come on. What are we doing here? Am I supposed to remand this? I kind of want to. What are they going to do? Maybe they just, like, don't have another land drop? But then they just cast it again. I hate this. I want a cantrip. I want to cycle my cards. Chad, no one tell me if this is wrong. Everyone tell me this is right. Everyone tell me this remand is correct. Oh, I'm a fucking genius. And then we get to repeal it too. I'm great. I don't think I'm spellseekering this turn. I think I'm repealing the Llanowar Elves so that they, like, continue to fail to cast Miglaws. Unless they hit land drop, obviously, but, like, I don't think I'm going for a turn 4, so... They can't cast Miglaws right now anyway, right? I guess that's true. Maybe we, yeah, if they cast Miglaws, maybe we just, like, 4 mana repeal it afterwards. Maybe we just, like, are mana efficient and we grab the High Tide right now. Oh, repeal the Spellseeker, too? Alright. Chat's cooking. If they top deck the Mountain. If they top deck the Mountain, then, yeah, we can't stop it anyway, right? High Tide, give me that. Yeah, I like this. This is the mana efficient play. So, no one said if this was late. I think we need, like, because you need dig after that, right? We have mana production, but we actually, like, we don't have the churn right now. We have a little bit of churn with, like, repeal, Spellseeker, go get a thing, but it's, like, a lot of mana. We don't have, like, infinite. So I don't think this is a turn 4. Unless we top decked, like, Intuition or something. Even then, I haven't mathed it. I think Lier, generally speaking, is, like, a turn 5 deck. Nice fucking tap land. Got him. Nice Miglaws. They're probably gonna cast something scary anyway. To be a spirit guide. Oh, I made fun of them for the red mana, and then they got my ass. Oh, these are nice. Ooh, all right. Repeal some goblin shamans and mana leak some spells, perhaps. They could have just untapped the duel. And no, Arbor Elf only untaps forests. Keep repeal for Spellseeker. But what if I don't want to? Yeah, that's probably right. I wonder if I'm even supposed to just, like, not even mana leak the Miglaws, like, let them tap a bunch of mana. But, like, they could have, like, a removal spell, and then I don't cantrip on my repeal. I'll just flash it back. Yeah, we just flash back the repeal. See, I'm a genius. What are we even talking about? Who would possibly go off without casting your commander? I'm a little bit worried about getting, like, endurance or something. I don't really think that we have counterplay. I think I will just simply die. Oh shit, Detective's Phoenix. That could be scary. We could get him with this repeal, though. If they go, like, Miglaws, they don't have nearly enough evidence. Never mind. It's like 100 years away. Tersa Light Shatter. Okay, maybe it's not 100 years away. Maybe they're about to do it. Oh wait, no, we just mana leak this. JK. I think we're just fucking sending it next turn. They don't even have red mana here to, like, to threaten Spellseeker kill. I think I'm sending. They have 2 cards in hand. I think we're sending it. That is a very expensive loot, right? It's like 3 mana, draw 2, discard. We could also make a copy of Spellseeker for like 800 mana, which maybe comes up. I don't know. All right, chat. Lock the fuck in. Judging by how they first came, but I think they'll scoop. Yeah, they might just scoop it when we start here, huh? All right, so it's just High Tide Turnabout, Lier, High Tide Turnabout is how you probably start this. We'll land first. Choose land. Choose untap. Cast Lier. Do you have endurance? Nope. Cast High Tide. Alright, well... Then we repeal the Spellseeker here, I guess? I guess we could just turn about now, huh? We're never getting more lands in play. Time to not time out. We have 12 minutes. We're fine. Choose land. Choose untap. Repeal Spellseeker. We have like 19 mana here. No, opponent! Turnabout, repeal, Spellseeker, Brain Freeze, then you win. Yeah, I think that was the line. Do you want to make a copy of Spellseeker to find them? I mean, this is the same thing as making a copy of it, right? I guess it's more expensive to do it this way, but we also could like draw another card. I don't know. It's kind of whatever. All right, let's. I think that's like pretty deterministic at that point, right? We can tutor any like the spells here, and we just go grab Brain Freeze. Yeah. And the game's just the storm count's what at that point? Storm count's 6, Spellseeker's 7, Brain Freeze is 8. We just mill ourselves for like 24 cards or whatever, and then they're super dead. Yeah. Mine's way cooler because you could have 2. Yeah, but this way we get the storm up more for the Brain Freeze. It's possible that maybe we want to like 2 steps ahead before the. I mean, we're like Brain Freeze ourselves like 24 cards. I'm sure we're fine. Hit enough action off of that. All right, we're on the board. We're on the board with fucking Lier. We did it. That'd be really funny if we 5-0. God, I hope not. Motherfucker's so bad at Storm, he's only 2 steps ahead. Oh god. I'm like 3 steps behind, man. My brain was I could hear the gears in my brain, like just the rust covered gears trying their hardest to turn. as I started to try to solve that extremely basic line to win. If they somehow have removal plus endurance, you can counter and recast Lier. I mean, I assume at that point you needed to endurance when the Lier was on the stack, but then I could have just countered it at that point. So it was nice to have, like, backup endurance for something. But, like, they literally can't have removal plus endurance because they only have 2 cards. The creaking was very high-pitched. Woke up my dog. Like, it's free. Yeah, I think it's kind of all roads lead to Rome situation at that point. They had, like, 2 green mana up and 2 cards in hand, and then didn't Endurance me in response to the Lier. I wonder if it's actually correct to, like, Endurance in response to the in response to, like, the High Tide or something instead of the Lier. I guess it depends on Graveyard, but, like, play around a counterspell maybe. Letting the Endurance resolve, but then we get to, like, Turnabout ourselves in response to the Endurance, but then, like, our High Tide is still on the stack, so we get less mana. I'm not actually sure what the line is there. I am notoriously really bad at dealing with Lier stacks from the other side, like when the optimal timing is to hit things, but usually it's just removal spells, so it's pretty easy. You just cast the removal spell targeting the Lier at the nearest opportunity. My brain already starts making happy juice when I see 10 mana on the table. I've already figured out what the thumbnail for this is going to be, and it's that, like, kid that's on his knees holding his head in his hands screaming, and it's going to be, that's me, and there's going to be Lier behind me, and it's just going to be, like, blue mana symbols, like, everywhere. And it's just going to be like, I'm drowning! That was a Training Wheels match 1, though. Very light. If we play against 0 islands today, it'll be too many. Once we start mixing in, like, opponents having counter magic I gotta deal with, I don't want to have to think about that. Caramel Dunsum. Is it? Is that one Lier coded? You know, when I imported this deck, I never think about the basic lands whenever I import decks. These islands aren't bad. These are, like, kind of nice. It plays in my mind during the combo turns. What was going on in my mind during the combo turn, right next to the aforementioned Rusty Gears turning, was like one of those toy wind-up monkeys with the symbols. And then when I put High Tide on the stack, it was like winding it up, and then we cast the Turnabout, and then we cast the Lier, and it just goes psh, 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 psh. And that was all that was happening in my brain. Unsanctioned Squirrel Island are High Tide Islands. I don't know about that. There's like a Loch Ness Island, right? I will forever associate that island with High Tide because, like, I had a real good friend of mine back in, like, high school to college era LGS who, like, was a diehard High Tide and Legacy way beyond its heyday, and he used those islands. Find those. MTG, what is it? Sea Monster Island? That's not gonna help. Sea Monsters are like a clickbait thing for YouTube. Yeah, that's not what I want. Is it just like Loch Ness Island? I don't actually remember. No, I'm thinking like fake Loch Ness monsters and shit. I can envision the island, but I could never put it into words at all, or like explain it in a way that makes sense. Yeah, not immediately seeing them anywhere. You just instantly grab it on Scryfall. Fuck, how did you do that? How did you just knew? These are the islands. It's got the sea monster guy. Island tag art tag monster. Wow, that's impressive. I'm very I'm not fluent in Scryfallese at all. That was a nice pull. Everyone knows the Arena Islands, but like from my really bad description of them, you can tell when a blue gamer is playing mono blue combo from their basic. Yeah, that's a high tide island for sure. $30 bait. Yeah, he was, like I said, dedicated high tide player, long past the era of high tide being like a good deck choice in Legacy. He was like the high tide guy. He had like we had like pictures of him having like 9 card stacks in like high tide versus Miracles matchup. He was like the guy. I was too busy listening to Yakety Sax to get out of my system because combo decks. The Yakety Sax also playing in my head along with the Monkey with the Symbols and the extremely rust covered grinding gears. Yakety Sax is going on during the combo turns as well. It's a good shout. Jimmy Neutron think but his small head. I think that there's probably an episode of Jimmy Neutron, like, I'm sure there's some episode where he got dumb or something. And does like a brain blast, but it's like really stupid instead. I feel like that's somewhere going on in my memory banks. He makes himself dumb for some reason. That's me playing High Tide. But we got a W. That's all we ever wanted. We're on the board. Can't be mad about it. We even had to like almost go through a combo turn, but my opponent was like very quick on the concede button, which I respect. I would concede if I had no interaction. I'm not about to like make my opponent like fucking go through it. Just in a league, it's like if they were gonna fuck up, it's not my problem. There is, and Jimmy thinks of the monkey with the symbols. See, same one brain cell. We're getting there. So, chat, why do you think no one plays this deck in paper? Is it just the price point on Candelabra? That's got to be like a pretty non-zero amount of it, right? Play this again with the Pizza Islands? That seems disrespectful. That doesn't seem like a combo player island. My LGS of 16 people, 2 guys play Lier, both with paper candelabra. I mean, mad props. It takes a certain type of player to own a candelabra. I guess it's starting to become slightly more common because we'll see the one of candelabras in like Legacy Turbo Forge. Alright. Match 2. Maddie, be good. I always forget. Every time I play on the Daybreak again, I always forget to change the avatar. A Sararak. Alright, another non-blue deck. This hand seems fine. I imagine the big concern here is that I imagine there's going to be a lot of hand disruption, which is obviously very threatening, but this hand seems like a pretty easy keep. This wash away is a little bit not that good, but hey, they're mulling to 5. That's great news for me. No black source, huh? Rough mull to 5. Low-key, I kind of want an island cycle more than preordain here. Like, if my opponent casts a discard spell at some point, then I want to be able to, like, preordain to find more specific things. Like, right now my hand doesn't really need anything besides lands. So I kind of just want to just island cycle right now and cast a preordain later when I'm trying to sculpt. Is that a normal? Is that a good thought? Is that a good good combo player brain moment here? I'm gonna do it anyway. Also lets us hold up wash away, though I can't imagine that actually matters here. Alright, this just takes mana value 2 or less, so I don't have to cycle my Lorien in response. I guess I didn't play around this Dreadfuge, but I think it probably takes Sapphire Medallion here, if I had to guess. And not preordain anyway. Also, I don't think I'm playing around Dreadfuge, specifically Dreadfuge / Inquisition of Kozilek there. Could easily, just as easily get, like, Duressed or Thought Seized. Griefed. Yeah, that tracks a lot. Island cycle. I almost clicked on the Mystic Sanctuary just because I just assumed everything was an island. Mystic Sanctuary sitting there on the very bottom. This washaway is even worse now that my opponent knows about it, but I can't imagine that matters a ton. Alright, I think we're probably just preordaining now, huh? Made all that bluster about, like, waiting to, like, sculpt and stuff, but we're just looking for... We have plenty of lands here now. We're looking for things that find High Tide. We do have a thing that finds High Tide very slowly, but we're looking for, like, pretty narrow range of stuff now. I was gonna say untappers are, like, kind of good. We don't have a solid untapper right now, and, like, Snap's always good with, like, the creature untappers. Maybe we keep Snap, huh? It's always worse against, like, removal spells. Is this Ararak deck Infinite Mana Payoff? It's just, you make it effectively cost 0 with a couple of different cards. Things that reduce Relic of Legends, or there's like another enchantment that produces black whenever he enters play, and then things that cost reduce it down to that, and then you just cast it infinitely. Anyway, I think I'm going to bottom Hidden Strings and top Snap. Alright, well, chat, feel free to tell me I'm dumb. The Pioneer deck that's not legal online. I don't even know what that... Yeah, there's Heartless Summoning. Notably, we can also use Dream's Grip to, like, try to cut them off with black at some point here. I have no idea how to play the deck, but I'll take the opportunity to still say you are dumb. That's valid, too. Honestly, whatever my line is, you deciding no, that line's bad without offering a different line is probably still correct. Oh, they found a lot of more swamps. So much for the tap plan. This deck is probably similar. It's pretty quick in my experience, because you just, like, you hit the part that, like, lets you cast, like, draw 3 and cast a card for free, and then, like, eventually you just, like, kill them. You don't have to, like, literally drain them 20 times. generally speaking, with the server rack. I think I just wash away this. It's not getting better, and it'll just make it cost like 3 next time at least. Maybe you get to play better cards in Duel Commander? Yeah, that's probably true too. Alright, let's take a peek. We'll see what they got going on over there. Damnation Toxic Deluge. That's pretty good for me, I have to imagine. That's pretty good for me also, I have to imagine. This is all coming up. I think we just Micromancer for High Tide here and then try to like maybe go off next turn. They might like just Wrath my one creature, but then we have Spellseeker to activate the snap as well. Potentially. Why is my Lier highlighted right now? Where's my High Tide? There you are. Alright, please no top deck discard spell. That would be quite rude. Top deck's Urborg and we die. I don't think we would die to top deck Urborg. It'd make it look like a decent amount of mana. They could cast a Sararak some number of times, but they'd have to get like pretty lucky, I think, still after that. You've successfully made 3 mana. Are we gonna Toxic Deluge my Micromancer? No. I guess this is still 3 mana. Sure. The first room never does anything impactful. Alright, here goes nothing, I guess. Is it cost efficient to Spellseeker for like an untapper? I guess we could do that after the High Tide gets cast a second time, right? We don't need to necessarily untap before then. It's better to untap afterwards, right? Although we also might want a Spellseeker for like Brain Freeze or something, whatever. Let's do our thing. I'm assuming that this is good. I feel pretty safe about this. There's one unknown. Alright. We have 8 mana here, so we could just Lier High Tide again before we like tap more things. Is that correct? We make 6 Lier High Tide, and then this last one taps for 3, and we Dreams Grip, and then we snap, and then we. Can we snap the Micromancer? We can. I don't know if we need to, though. Because we can snap it once we have High Tide at we have 2 High Tides instead. Cast. Untap target permanent. Bang. 5 mana. We can also snap the Spellseeker instead. We Spellseeker for another untapper here, and then snap the Spellseeker because we have 5 mana here. Go down to 3. Untap 2 more things. Make a bunch of mana. Snap the Spellseeker. Go get Brain Freeze. Something like that. untapper here. I don't remember the names of hidden strings. Oh, I guess we could cast it again, huh? But that's not very helpful, but it's fine because it's being exiled anyway. And then we get brain freeze here, and we brain freeze ourselves, targeting ourselves, right? I'm not actually looking at chat at this point. I'm just like stressing. Oh, they gave up. We did it. Everyone just fucking gives up. Easiest deck to pilot ever. Everyone just fucking concedes. All right, what did I miss? We can cipher hidden strings. Yeah, Cypher not coming up with that game. It might have if I was like slightly, but no, because I would have had to like use all my mana and have some number of tapped lands. I guess specifically right there, actually, I could spend my last 2 mana brain freezing myself and then attack with Micromancer, right? And then hidden strings my other 2 lands for even more mana. So you just need to do it when at some point during the combo where you have no mana floating and 2 tapped lands. That was stressful as fuck, man. It's possible if I even wanted to just like merchant scroll. Maybe I'm supposed to merchant scroll there instead. Merchant scroll for intuition, and then grab like brain freeze and like some bigger untapper. That's a line that I kind of wasn't thinking about. That you don't always have to spellseeker just for brain freeze and just kind of wheel it. If you just go grab like intuition and intuition for a bunch of untappers, you just never lose because you just make a bajillion mana with the untappers and then you cast intuition again and put the brain freeze in your yard. Yeah, I think Zalazarl. That's exactly what we were just learning. Although we could also like do the brain freeze thing and then we still have the snap in the graveyard, so we could snap the creature or whatever it's called, the Spellseeker, and then, do all that again. We did in fact get there, but it was also a Cerber Rack mulling to 5, so Alright, mana short is kind of up mostly a mulligan here. Although you can do it in their upkeep, so it's like kind of a time walk, huh? Stern Scolding, I think this... So this hand has 2 really, really bad cards, but like... Merchant Scroll is like one of your better cards in the deck. And like, mana short, like, it is kind of a time walk. So it's more like one bad card. Maybe they have the Bowmaster, you never know. We'll keep this. We'll fuck around and find out. No discard spell. Sick. I swear to God, we're gonna get Bowmastered on this and set mental notes. And I'm just not the one creature I can start scolding. We're just gonna get owned. Sinkhole? Damn. Opponent not fucking around. At least our hand has a lot of lands in it. Oh, well, there's a turnabout. For better or for worse. Sinkhole destroys island good against high tide. That's good logic, Mush. You're really thinking on your feet. Alright, pretty scary stuff. Nope. Nope. Alright, cool. Am I just supposed to fucking send this? Like, just merchant scrolling for High Tide against the discard spell deck seems, like, kind of terrifying. When I can't really... I don't even have, like, untappers, right? So it's, like... We could potentially merchant scroll for an untapper instead. Although, blue instance means that, like, your untappers are way more limited, right? But we're not doing anything else with our mana this turn. This costs 3 on both modes. But, like, if we get our... High Tide discarded, we're kind of completely boned. Maybe we just keep up appearances, hold up mana, not do anything, keep like playing out lands and waiting. They maybe don't go for it against the blue deck and do a bunch of open mana. I don't love the idea of just merchant scrolling for High Tide here. But maybe I'm insane. Maybe I'm just supposed to fucking send it. It's probably a good turn for value a Serra Rack, huh? 3 mana. I guess 4 mana spell potentially. Insatiable Avarice. We are casting Vampiric Tutor and then drawing 3 cards and losing 3 life, huh? Well, I can't really stop that, huh? Grief me. Dang. Would've been nice. That could be nice against like a discard spell potentially. Something to do with our Stern Scolding. Nice pickup. We can hold up 3 steps ahead here. I don't think this is really a mana short turn. They just cast a Serra Wreck. What am I doing? Cruel Claws Heist. Target opponent. I can't misdirect this. Oh, God. I guess I'm just 3 steps ahead of it, but then they just have so much mana to do other bullshit with. I could easily, like, just die. Maybe I was supposed to mana short. I don't know. Damn, this discard spell exiles too? Wow, imagine if we had gotten our fucking High Tide tagged by that. Can you misdirect that? No, it's target opponent, unfortunately. I was just talking about that. You just get fucked if you have High Tide and they Cruel Claws Heist you and you don't have the counter, huh? You just get instantly owned? Yeah, I figured that was what they tutored for, huh? And Mana Short doesn't stop that. Oh dear. So they just have it all rolled up and we're gonna die? I don't have a good plan here, chat. I hate looking at the stupid Stern Scolding. We drew the misdirection and it was gonna be good if they just cast the right discard spell. It was gonna be really sick. We're gonna fucking get him. Scroll for counterspell, and then they cast a 1-mana Serac, and then I counter it, and then they cast a 3-mana Serac, and then I die. Counterspell doesn't do it. Mana short and upkeep and fetch. No, if I mana short and upkeep, it doesn't tap the Relic of Legends, and then they cast a Serac, and then I die. We're gonna lose the game with Scolding and mana short in our hands. Yeah, there's an argument for maybe I should have mana shorted last turn, expecting them to tutor Relic of Legends, and like use that as my time walk. Then I think we do punt this down the road a turn. Potentially. I mean, the Stern Scolding was a known. I kept this on a Mold of 6 because, like, it had our combo enabler, right? How about we scroll our deck to... Alright, I'm down for that option. Put scroll on the stack, see if there's any way out. What if we stifled the Acererak bounce trigger? Huh? We just give him a 4/4. Cast High Tide, see if they concede. It's been a pretty good plan so far. Where's my stifle? That might do it, actually. I mean, I think it's my best plan. It's just a little bit face up, but you know. Yeah, it's a 4/4. They got a heartless summoning. I'm an Acererak expert. I've been there. Profane Tutor, huh? Hey, what if this one's a target player? Damn. If only. They can kill. Yeah, it's not the perfect plan. It's a better plan than lose. It's got some holes, I'm willing to admit. We can't even misdirect. There's no other creatures to misdirect to. We could cast our Lier and then misdirect the... Oh, damn it. Alright, yeah, they got it. I'm not gonna make them fucking go through it. Fair enough. Maybe I'll... Yeah, they could have, like, snuff outs and stuff. And then they didn't. Alright. We run it back. High Tide, good. Dizzy Spell, kind of bad with a High Tide in hand. You just never ever mulligan this in a million years. The question is, what the fuck do we personal tutor for? Just like hidden strings? I imagine we just like want to fire this off on turn 1. Maybe not. Low-key, I think this hand's gonna like fucking lose. I guess maybe we don't personal tutor, because presumably they're going to discard the High Tide, and then we need to maybe personal tutor for something else. But, like, what else solves our problem? Whatever. I'm going to hit keep on this hand. There's no way you don't keep this. Probably. I'm going to hit keep, I just, like, don't know what step 2 is. There aren't actually that many sorceries in my deck. Hang on, let me consult. Let me consult the sorceries. Get pro... Wait, no, this is only sorceries, right? This doesn't even get High Tide. What's this for? Get Probe, Ponder, Preordained, Serum Vision, Sleight of Hand, Hidden Strings. Oh, it's for Merchant Scroll, I see. You personal tutor for Merchant Scroll for High Tide. Got it. Merchant Scroll, Exhaustion, Solve the Equation. Also can go get High Tide in a roundabout way. Stock Up, and Lorien Revealed. Personal tutor for the worst 4th land drop of all time. Maybe we wait a turn. The classic tutor chains of Duel Commander. Yeah, I guess maybe we actually just personal tutor for Merchant Scroll, huh? Merchant Scroll gonna get whatever we want, probably. Although we do kind of need a land, which is not the best when we're casting Merchant Scroll, but when we're putting Merchant Scroll on the top of our deck. But we also want to go get, like, Turnabout, so... We don't have any, like, good untappers. My plan is just, like, my opponent never, ever casts any discard, I guess. Damn. That's a pretty good one. Alright, so what's plan B after we lose our High Tide? Hand's honestly better without the High Tide in hand. Because then we like have the scroll and the Dizzy spell to go find the High Tide. Pray for Lens. I mean, there's like a world where you can get up to like Lier and casting High Tide out of the graveyard. Mystic Sanctuary. All right, that makes most sense. That's the next plan is find a fetch land. I guess maybe that personal shooter getting Lorien revealed wasn't so stupid. Maybe it felt like it was kind of stupid though. I think we're just firing this baby off. I don't know what we're getting. We're sure as hell gonna cast it. Christ. I have no idea what I want. This is my favorite part about playing a combo deck. Is casting tutors and then going, Do we just get the untapper and like plan for future turns? Hang on. I also have to I have to figure out what this Dizzy spell is gonna go get. It might just go get like a cantrip, honestly. The Candelabro actually would have been kind of a sick grab with the High Tide, huh? Might grab like into the Flood Maw. Nothing gets it back out of the graveyard. We just want to like hit land drops is the thing. We can just like Dizzy spell for a cantrip, which means I think we just want to go get the turnabout to plan for like having High Tide in our hand on turn 5 ish. Listen, it's not my best plan. I'm sorry, Lier players. These 2 turns probably could have been played better. A lot better. Oh man. Oh man. All right. Maybe my hand didn't matter that much. All right. I guess we don't concede, huh? We can like, but like these are a lot of our best cards that are gonna get exiled, huh? I think they're just supposed to pop that immediately. What if I like just drew Stifle? Yeah, or maybe my decisions didn't matter terribly, and I was just gonna get triple discard spelled into Nile Spellbomb, huh? I think that's moderately acceptable. And they're gonna beseech for their combo piece. Like, what if I just draw fetch land and then their Nile Spellbomb's like stuck? We have to like have this awkward limbo. I feel like they're just supposed to correct that pretty aggressively. Yeah, they go get Heartless Summoning. Alright, cool. We can Cryptic it. Draw another card, even. We're still making moves. Counter target spell. Draw a card. I think we're just fucking slam jamming this Lier. They got 1 card in hand. Fucking send it. Fucking go get him, dog. 7 turn clock. There it goes. Do we get to cast this Brainstorm a couple times? What could go wrong? March? Insatiable Avarice. Tutor up like a Snuff Out or something. Free kill spell on the Lier. It's okay. The top card of our deck is they're not going to tutor the free interaction, and then the top card of our deck is extra planar lens, and then we also brainstorm into the nuts, whatever that is. I don't know what it is, but we'll brainstorm into it. I imagine this deck probably has Snuff out in it, right? It's just like a really efficient removal spell. What are the Dizzy targets? Well, our Dizzy's exiled. This is a Dream Script. Dream Script, so I don't think our Dizzy spell matters a lot. Our Dizzy spell got murdered during the brutal, the most brutal turn 2 of my life. Unmasked Duress Nile spell bombed. Pretty nasty. I guess I can dismiss this revealed card, huh? We already countered it. Really tanking on this Vamp Tutor. And they're like deciding between combo piece or you just like slam the Snuff out, right? You know, one of the cards in my hand is dead. Like, how much could I do with a Lier? Probably a lot, honestly, if we just like have one cantrip like we do. You could like accrue some decent card advantage, but then I also have no counter magic, so I can't interact with what you're doing, and it's like really hard for me to combo with so many key spells gone. Turnabout, Merchant Scroll, High Tide. Maybe if we rip like Brain Freeze, but then we don't have the mana doublers. This is probably the worst cantrip right now. Oh yeah, for sure. Unless we hit fetch land right here. Bang. Shit. I think I want to mana short them. I think we put back the Dream's Grip and the Moment of Truth, and then we play Island, Medallion, attack, mana short them, draw the Moment of Truth next turn. I guess we can also brainstorm again if we want, but we ideally brainstorm later. We also mana short them twice with the Lier. Alright, so Dream's Grip, Moment of Truth, play land, play Sapphire, fucking send it, fucking get his ass. Mana short you. Can't mana short. Oh, is only flashback on my turn? Each is a sorcery and your card is flat. Wait, can I not? I think I can, right? Am I crazy? I'm gonna cast this Moment of Truth anyway. I know the top card of my deck is Island that we can put to the bottom. Alright. So we draw the Curate so we can cast it twice. We put the Dream's Grip in the yard, because we maybe use it down the road. And then we put the Spell Snare to the bottom because it's pretty much unusable here. So Curate to hand, Dream's Grip to graveyard, Spell Snare to bottom, and then we brainstorm, because we can clear with the Moment of Truth again if we want. Brainstorm's better when you have more cards in hand, though. So we could just keep going. Oh shit, this is 4 mana Lorien revealed though, and I want to be able to mana short them again, which means I need 2 mana at the end of this turn. I guess I could mill the Lorien revealed and try to cast it later, or Island Cycle it, right, and then cast it later because I haven't hit a land drop yet, and also I could use it to shuffle. Oh god, my brain. My brain's already shutting off. I can feel it. Revealed is also missed. Oh, I can mill them too. So I can mill the Consider, because I think I want to, like, Island Cycle the Lorien Revealed. Oh, Lorien Revealed is Mystic Sanctuary. Although Mystic Sanctuary doesn't matter, because everything gets double cast right now. I guess it would let me, like, cast it another time, potentially. We don't have any cards that are nearly good enough for that. I think I just want to mill the Consider so I can cast it, and then draw this Lorien Revealed, and then Island Cycle it. And then we cast Consider. Trying to lubricate the gears. I appreciate you. Rewind. I think we just mill this. It does let me, like, untap things, but it doesn't matter because I don't have any. Lose focus also doesn't matter. We just play land and mana short them, and then probably cantrip on end step. Hiya! Mana short you. How did we... How did we do... That was not a win, opponent! You had exiled all my good cards! With all the time walks you can win. We don't have any more time, but that was our last time walk. I think we can, like, cantrip into more? Do we have more? I guess we have to go find, like, the exhaustion, right? It's a shame this deck doesn't have Psionic Blast. The way this hurts your brain, you're fine navigating. So the issue with, like, 10 versus 10 creature micro decisions with a Cloud is that, like, I'm really bad at the very tiny micro decisions of, like, cantrip adjustments. I'm much better at, like, doing combat damage math. I'm really bad at the, like, okay, if I draw this card and mill this other card, I have access to this on flashback, but if I draw both, I can double cast the Consider, and then I have, like, access to, like, the Lorien Reveal next to, like, that's the shit I'm horrible at. I'm back. Are we winning? Somehow, against all odds, we won when this is my fucking exile zone. This deck's win rate is buoyed by no one wanting to play against it. That's so true. We've definitely had two of our 4 game wins have been very much not deterministically winning, and I would consider behind in some of those instances. And our opponents just lost the will to continue. Alright, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Wait, hang on. I know you hate CDH, but do you ever want to see horrible combo? Absolutely not. I never want to see a fucking CDH combo line in my life. I want to hear less. Okay, so let's look at your opponent's POV. You can draw so many... Alright, yeah, hang on. Let's return to this game. Discuss. While I go to the bathroom. Because I don't think we're, like, winning. I guess we're untapping and we're, like... Probably... We're gonna put another card in our hand, do some more cantripping, but I don't know. That felt like a pretty aggressive concession. Oh, does the opponent think I can time lock them with like the counter magic? I made that mistake like exactly once against Lier. I like cast 2 removal spells in response to Lier, thinking that like one of them was gonna get countered, and then I realized that Lier does have the line of text, all spells cannot be countered. So it is definitely distinctly possible that my opponent was just like, I'm never gonna beat the fucking like rewind in the graveyard plus all the cantrips that are just gonna like counterspell me a bunch. That's definitely distinctly possible. I mean, my opponent had like 6 cards in hand. I was like, I have no interaction. But if they think that my counter spells are live, then I definitely get it. But like me being almost completely unable to like interact with them in any meaningful way and just like drawing a bunch of cards towards a combo that like is near impossible. Oh no, a blue deck. I mean, this hand's like pretty good, I imagine. Well, it's got no cantrips and only 2 lands, and we're on the play. But it's got a lot of juice. Suspending an Uharis is really funny because when it comes back, it gets to get its end step trigger. Not that it matters that much. It's just like shooting me in the face. Chat. Someone tell me I can keep this so I can get out of this guild free. I mean, this deck plays... How many lands do we play? We only play 36 lands? Wow, that's like kind of crazy. You can keep it. The next person immediately says Mole. I think I'm in for Mole getting this hand. It needs lands and it needs, like, the combo pieces. It's kind of missing a lot. Alright, this hand's, like, maybe just better. What do we bottom here? Into the Floodmaw, maybe? Doesn't seem that exciting against this deck. It was a 4-card hand. I mean, you need some of those other cards to win, but I guess, yeah, like, kind of. It was kind of a 4-card hand. Toss the Cryptic. I don't know. Cryptic's, like, pretty nice. Is Into the Floodmaw where it's at? Definitely keeping these guys. I don't think my opponent's gonna have a lot of like problematic permanents that I have to like. There's not gonna be any like you know, Ranger Captains of Aos or something that I have to churn through. So Into the Floodmaw starts looking more like Healing Salve. In that regard, it's also like not that good against Uharis because like if you've Into the Floodmaw Uharis on turn 4, they can just kind of recast it. Obviously, they might spend their mana doing other things, but. They can recast it and still get their trigger and stuff. Bottom Into the Floodmaw. I don't know. I don't have to listen to chat. I choose to listen to chat. You're free to give me your opinions, and I'm free to not listen to them. Except you still have to. Except please still give me your opinions when I ask for them. It's just I might just decide that I wanted to go by my judgment instead. We are really the blind leading the blind a little bit. I'm sure there are some people in chat that are actual Lier players, and they're probably weeping at how I've played. Opinions are free until they're tariffed. Exactly, you get it. Spider-Man 2099 is your favorite Magic the Gathering character? My favorite Magic the Gathering character is actually Uharis the Storm Spinner. Thank you. I don't know what Spider-Man 2099 is. Magic IP Uharis the Storm Spinner, a guy on a really fucking sick-ass giant spider that shoots lightning out of its legs. I'm probably gonna play something make me feel really stupid for not having a one-man bounce spell in my hand. Never mind, we're geniuses. All according to plan. Oh, we're so fucking good at this game. Look at that. Found the combo piece instantly. They're gonna cast some fucking piddly 2-drop and we're gonna remand it and then cast Stock Up. It's gonna be great. Before Vexing Bauble. If they have Vexing Bauble in their deck, I feel like they're just psychotic. Wait, what does Vexing Bauble even do anything against us? Not even that bad, right? We don't cast a ton of free spells. We pay mana, we just make a lot of mana. Yeah, cast that 2-drop. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not reading that. Ooh, a Cataxium Probe. Take a little look-see. Alright, Subtlety's a good one to know about. No blue card, but it's gonna be hard to know that on the turn of Grafdigger's Cage. That would get me. If they just fucking had Grafdigger's Cage in their deck for no reason, they would sure show me. This Boots plus Uharis is kind of scary, huh? It's like 9 damage. I mean, I guess we can go for Cryptic that turn. Anyway, let's like stock up for stuff. I don't know. Spellseeker seems solid because we want to find untappers, right? This is also an untapper potentially. Thought Scour's just kind of churn. Maybe we just grab Dream's Grip plus Spellseeker. Although Spellseeker could potentially get Subtlety'd, which is a danger, but then the Lier's not getting Subtlety'd and we're pretty happy. We have enough lands that I think I'm kind of happy just grabbing like double untapper here. What's the Seed of the Sign not doing in their deck? There's some like synergy. I mean, there's gotta be, right? I just don't know what it is. Boots. Yep. So we could also do some cool plays with the fetch land where we could like upkeep High Tide, Mystic Sanctuary, back the High Tide, cast High Tide again for like the triple High Tide, but that's like a turn 6 play or something, and we're gonna like cast Cryptic this turn anyway, so counter the Uharis or the Headliner Scarlet. Or they just attack me for 2 and then low-key, I kind of want to bounce their Thundering Falls. Is that nuts? They missed their land drop. They almost certainly have blue card in hand that we need to worry about. I guess then they cast the Uharis, and then if they have draw an untapped land, we'd take a shit ton. I mean, I guess I could just like draw my card, huh? But yeah, bounce Thundering Falls, draw a card like isn't insane. We need to get to enough mana that we can like potentially Lier twice, which we might be able to do with like the upkeep High Tide, Mystic Sanctuary back High Tide play. We need to like get more untappers and stuff. This is a coward stream. You're right. This is 2 plus 9 damage. It's still not lethal. Vendilion Click? Oh, that's fucking cheats. Damn. That's pretty... Oh, we can Spellseeker it back. That's actually fine. They might have Subtlety for Spellseeker. We'll see. I think they're supposed to let this resolve first and then cast the Vendilion Click so they can see the card that I draw, but sure. There goes my High Tide. Draw Suspend. Interesting. island. Interesting. That's probably big. I don't. So this definitely feels like a spell seeker for High Tide turn, huh? They might subtlety it. I feel like you gotta slam the subtlety here. Well, no, then we just put the Spellseeker on top. It's actually not that good. It's like much better targeting on Lier. We can just like wait another turn, given how this state of this game is. I have to be a little cognizant of my life total though. Mana on a High Tide turn. 6, 9 mana. I think I want to leave myself the option of doing this, but I don't think we can do it next turn. But I think I will play out the fetch. The tank that long makes me think that their last card is another blue card. The double High Tide plays 12 mana. Is it? Oh, fuck. Can I not do math? Oh, because we'll have a 6th land, yeah. Hang on, we'll count again. But is 12 even enough? Because double cast Lier costs 12, right? We would want like more mana, so we can like intuition for a bunch of untappers and stuff. You're just gonna like let this connect. And they cast nothing, and then what do I do? I think I just take 5 here. There's the Thundering Falls. Alright, so if I High Tide on upkeep, Mystic Sanctuary back High Tide, go to my main phase, I have 5 lands and a High Tide active. And I tap 1, go to 4 lands up with 2 mana floating, cast a High Tide, go down to 1 mana, and then I have 4 lands that have for 3 each, so I have 13 mana. Dream's Grip goes down to 12, up to 15 mana, which means if I get Lier subtletied, and then I cast Lier again, I have 3 mana remaining, of which I can recast the Dream's Grip, go down to 2 mana, up to 5 mana, and I can intuition for a bunch of untappers, and then I think I win, right? I think that does do it. Assuming that all they have to interact is that subtlety, obviously. They've 2 unknowns. But I don't think it's getting, like, better for me, you know? I agree with the maths. That's good. I'm not, like, completely... Is it worth waiting a turn? I feel like the answer's, like, not really, right? I don't think this deck plays, like, that much interaction. If they have Subtlety plus pitch card that's one unknown, yeah, upkeep's up, that's what I'm thinking in end step. Alright. Fuck it, let's send it. Oh, there was another High Tide we could cast in there too that I forgot about when I was mathing all that out. I think we have a little bit of extra mana. Yeah, they're less likely to have like exactly blue card plus a counter spell plus the subtlety. Seems like a little unlikely. So I can cast the Lier first, right? Go down to 2 mana left. And then I can always Dreams Grip after, but I want to Dreams Grip after the High Tide, assuming that they for some reason don't counter the Lier, right? If I cast this, I go down to 2 mana plus 6 mana is 8 mana. So I can Dreams Grip and then recast. Are they casting a 4 mana spell? Oh no, they're talking to other people. Talking about if I pass the turn, I assume they can hold up like Hardcast Subtlety or whatever. Oh, when I tied again. Oh, they can. I didn't think. I always forget about that, but they didn't. Also, I don't think it matters that much. Hardcast versus Pitchcast, because then they're losing all their mana. But it is a good point. Volcanic is up. This is set to go to Command Zone instead of Library. But yeah, that is a classic non-High Tide player mistake of like forgetting opponent the amount of mana that the opponent gets to hold up. So then we Dreams Grip. Maybe it was an Entwine play. No, because we can't like pass the turn ever, I don't think. I guess we just start with Get Probing. Make sure there's nothing going on. Sudden Shock. Alright. Oh, shit. Nice draw. Nice fucking draw, huh? Make 3 mana. Then we High Tide, Hidden Strings, win. Wait, hang on, there's a line here. I don't know if I can ever actually hit the line, but there's like an encode angle. They're gonna make me click through it. Yeah, then I'm gonna fucking time out. I gotta lock in. All right. Oh, they can sudden shock, so I should never attack anyway. They can sudden shock kill the Spellseeker, so I should just ignore that as an avenue. Untap. So I should just float all my mana for simplicity's sake. Do I just go get, like, Brain Freeze, Turnabout, just, like, we have a bunch of, I guess, like, a Churn card? What is even like, the best bullshit? Oh, we can't pick up the Spellseeker because they have Sudden Shock. Solve the equation, maybe? Just because it finds two things. It finds, like, an untapper and, like, more Churn, I guess. I don't think it matters a ton. Especially because we have, like, I guess putting the Brain Freeze in the yard means that we have to get to, like, Storm whatever. $14 mana is a lot. Yeah, you're right. Land, untap. Are we gonna remand our own Brain Freeze? Oh shit, that is true. Yeah. Oh no, we can't. Lier does have text. You right. Consult the star charts, I guess. Why not? Kick. Preordain. Micromancer. Preordain. Bottom. Top. Consider. Mill. Consider. Top. Lorien revealed. Sure. Stock up. Someone please tell me the storm count I need to get to. Oh, I wasn't playing around me finding extra planar lens when I was floating all my fucking mana and shit. Whoops. Fucking opt, why not? Same targets button. There's no cleaner way to do this than just jamming same targets 30 times, right? There's no storm shortcuts. We can do that in a game, in one more game. That'll be fine. Oh, I accidentally hit the yield all button, so that worked out. I did not. 27, 28. Ugh. Oh, God. Jesus. That... Why? Why does anyone play this goddamn deck? Take a quick mental reprieve. People enjoy the bullshit. Yeah, it's definitely like, if you like this sort of stuff, you're like really into it. But like, it's so far removed from what I do. Reprieve is a white card. We have pretty much Reprieve, right? Reprieve would be nicer than Remand in this deck, right? Reprieve your own Brain Freeze during the Lier combo turn. Oh, I guess we could have gone and found Unsubstantiate. That's the play, huh? Is Merchant Scroll for Unsubstantiate, right? Wait, yeah, that's how that card works, right? That was the line to shortcut things a little bit. I don't even know if that actually shortcuts the clicking, because you have to like smash same targets and then also like retain priority and then unsubstantiate the first one. That might be like harder to execute on MTGO. But yeah, we got there. Take our breather. We did good. We figured it out. We got the fucking sick ass upkeep high tide Mystic Sanctuary line, which I'm proud of as a non high tide player. I got that one because it happened to me once from a Lier player. I think this hand's fine. It's not great, but it's within the bounds of keepable, I think. We also want to play fast in case there's a game that we lose. Sleight of hand, digging for lands and combo pieces. Millbone Crusher Giant Tracks. Oh, no, I still have my upkeep stop. What have I done? Digging for things that find my high tide. Oh, look, I solved the equation. Now we want lands again. We got like a pretty powerful, pretty good untapper. Oh, wow, cheats over here. Fucking Core Steel Cutter 0. Fucking cheating. Big. Opponent brought a legacy deck? Really? Yeah, this is fucked up. Fucking Thundering Falls. Volcanic Island, basically. They might just aggro me down pretty hard here. Might get a little scary. Wonder if we have to go for like a turn 4 combo. Seems kind of miserable to try to execute, but guess we'll find out. They didn't have double spell this turn, which is really nice. There's like casting a 3. Oh, fuck. Wait, hang on. Oh, whoops. I was supposed to cast my Impulse in response to that. I did not read the card. That was a pretty good one against me. I'll give him that. We can suspend it, but we also need to hit land drops. Maybe we take Island and we solve the equation for a bounce spell instead? We're just gonna take so much fucking damage. Especially because I took one more for free. Oh shit, never mind. We're great at this game. But we only need to bounce on the combo turn, so we do need to solve the equation for like a turnabout. Can we go off on turn 4 with like turnabout Frantic Search with the high tide? Maybe? I think that's my hope / plan. Also, we might just get fucking bodied beyond space and time by the like Uhara's haste combo, but that's... Oh wait, if they just like land equipped Core Steel Cutter, we don't die, right? That's 1, 2, 3, plus 6 is 9, plus another 3. is 12, put me to 2, and then we could technically into the Flood Maw and try to win, maybe? It's looking kind of ugly, whatever. I'm just going to take my turn. It's looking like my 1 life might matter a lot, actually. If they just do that exact play, I can't High Tide into the Flood Maw. I have to cast the Into the Flood Maw first and lose mana. Yeah, I think I fucked up. I think literally not casting the Impulse into the Scalding Viper is going to potentially lose me this game. Last turn. I guess let's find out if this works, huh? I'm not about to fucking math it. I'm just gonna start casting spells until one of us dies. Wait, hang on, not what I want to do. There we go. Frantic search. We don't have any more lands, so... I guess we just frantic search again, huh? We could solve the equation for, like, intuition, right? Do we get there, chat? We don't have a ton of mana. We need to, like... sleight of hand and stuff first, I think. And we have, what, 12 mana banked here? 15 mana total, but we get intuition for more on tappers, plus the brain freeze. If we intuition for unsubstantiate plus brain freeze, can we get there? Maybe. Intuition for unsubstantiate brain freeze and another untapper. I'm just gonna cast a sleight of hand. So we grab the brain freeze, the unsubstantiate, dizzy spell for twiddle is plus mana, good to know, and the other untapper, fuck, what's it called? Hidden Strings, I think. What about Snap? Yeah, probably good. We'll get that on the next intuition, I guess. They give me the unsubstantiate. Does that mean I could, like, just brain freeze them 3 times here? Can I just, like, mill them out? Am I insane? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, we need more mana. Hang on. Oh no, we need hidden strings though. Sure. Wait, no, whatever, I don't care. We still have turnabout? Oh, that is true. Alright. How does flashback work with unsubstantiate? Might think it exiled anyway. It doesn't, right? When you remand a flashback spell, it goes back to the owner's hand. I'm like 90% sure. Snap. Remand a flashback spell definitely does not go back to hand. Oh, fuck. What am I thinking of that it does do that? I think it's rebounded spells, but that's not how that works, huh? Snap is another untapper. Merchant Scroll, I guess, just gets more churn. And Rewind is another untapper, right? It just doesn't even counter thing. It's just like +4 mana. +4 lands. Oh, but because remand is counter the spell, right? So it's different, I think. Oh god. Chat, I thought, are any of you Lier players? It will always get exiled. Okay, so we're just going. Absolutely not. Okay. I'm hearing you. We just need to get to like 30 storm. Consult the star charts, I guess. Wait, we can snap our Lier, right? And then we can cast. Hang on, we can cast the Brain Freeze. In response, snap the Lier and then unsubstantiate, right? Right? That's a thing I can do for sure. No? Wait. Oh, because it's still flashed back. Yeah. It's not the counter thing. It's the flashing back. Fuck. You're right. Shit. What was I doing? Yeah, it's because of how flashback works. Yeah. Right. We're casting spells. Hang on, let me hold control here. Oh, nope. Alright, that's fine. I didn't want to hold control anyway. In my working paper. If I have a regrowth, I can do it. Yeah, I don't think I have a regrowth anywhere, huh? Drew repeal. Top. Repeal this. Brainstorm. Put back this. Personal tutor. For stock up. Brainstorm again. This. Stock up. My opponent's gonna have like lightning bolt in hand. How do I beat that? Hang on, chat. How do I beat my opponent having a lightning bolt in hand? With the pact of negation? Oh, I need to pick up my Lier at the end of all this and then pact it and then have misdirection as well. Alright, I'm holding control this time, so hopefully I can just do, like, on the stack. Rewind this. Let's take a look. Okay, we're not dead. Everything's fine. And brain freeze you? There's nothing they can do. A repeal candle is basically infinite mana. Yeah, we were just Oh, Archmage's Charm too. That's smart. Can I not yield to all of these? Okay, that's not what yield to all means. Can I not? Wait, hang on. No, I know the trick here. You float mana and then F6, right? Bang! Chat, we did it. We did it all together. We all did it together. You guys stopped me from trying to, like, flashback my brain freeze at several different moments. Unsubstantiate flashback my brain freeze at, like, multiple moments. That was a proper Lier game. We got a fucking turn 4. That was pretty cool, huh? Even, I fucked it up. We could have had more mana, too. Like, if I had stumbled on mana, it's because I didn't cast the Impulse in response to the Viper. Because then we were at 1 life there, so we could have instead high-tided into the Flood Mod to have extra mana that turn. If we had just, like, cast the Impulse in response to the Viper, like, not an idiot. Is there another win con if the Brain Freeze gets exiled like Lucid Zenith? No. I think it's hard for this deck to get to, like, fucking 90 mana. You only tap, your lands only typically tap for, like, 3 maximum. It's not like Legacy High Tide where your islands can start tapping for, like, 6 or 7 by the end of it, right? It's not a proper Lier game if you don't let the opponent watch while you play 5 times more magic than they do. We definitely, we had our clock and we used the most of it. 4 maximum with the lens. Well, it's like 5 maximum, right? Because you can do, like, the triple High Tide turn, right? With the upkeep High Tide, Mystic Sanctuary back High Tide. And then Lier, flashback the High Tide. And then the extra planar lens. I think that gets your islands to 5. could run Drown in Dreams. We're not going to start suggesting Lier tech cards because I'm not a Lier player. I'm never going to think about this deck construction ever again after this stream. The Lier players can run all the alt-win conditions they want, and it will not affect my life at all. They can chat in their Lier channel in the Duel Commander Discord about Candle has to let you get to enough mana to kill the Blue Suns. Like, I guess if you start like twiddle like the Candle and stuff, there's like maybe a world that you go off there, like with like 5 lands, maybe 2 instead of 4. Like we were kind of in a pinch there, going off on 4 mana. The format doesn't have great ways to remove brain. Yeah, it needs to get like thought seized and then exiled from the yard, or that fucking the thing that the Sararak player cast, the thought seize, that the 2 mana thought seize that exiles. That one's pretty fucked up versus Lier, I imagine. Some Cruel Claws Heist or something like that. Yeah, it's doable, but definitely difficult, and like I don't know if it worth jumping through all those hoops just to play like a pretty bad card in your deck, like Blue Sun Zenith. Yeah, Cruel Claws Heist is probably a real fucked up card. How many, like, can you, like, bounce all your opponent's permanents on a Lier turn if you didn't have... Not a lot of things can bounce their lands is the issue, right? It's like Cryptic Command. It's not like we're, like, fucking boomeranging. I guess if your Mystic Sanctuary is... Or if your thing is gone, you could probably just have a turn where you, like... mana short them twice. You bounce all of their creatures and non-land permanents, then you like mana short them, and then you go like flashback mana short them, and then you can exhaustion them, and then you just like attack with like a Lier and a Micromancer 4 times or something. Like maybe that's the strat if your Frantic Search fuck, I keep saying the wrong card. If your Brain Freeze gets exiled. Just bounce as many of their permanents as possible, and then just, like, Giga Drowse them, mana short them, exhaustion them, while you're holding up, like, Unsubstantiate and stuff to protect your creatures. Unsubstantiate and, like, Subtlety and Misdirection, things that don't counter. And you can also, like, potentially bounce your Lier to cast actual counter spells down the road. If that ever happens during this league, I will simply cry about it instead. Instead of trying to figure out the avenue to victory, I will simply weep openly in front of all of you on camera. It'll be very sad. Because I wouldn't wish that upon my greatest enemy. Like Clockwork bounce. Well, it's easy enough to bounce all of their non-land permanents. I'm talking about, like, if you could just, like, fucking, what's the storm bounce? The storm boomerang? Temporal something? I was thinking about that. If you could just, like, effectively reset their whole board, one-sided upheaval them. Temporal Rift, yeah. But I don't think you have enough land bouncers. You just get to, like, Cryptic Command their lands twice. And I think that's it in terms of, trying to put your opponent back to the Stone Age. Alright. You could play Jace potentially as a backup plan. That could be neat. Alright. Lumra, huh? Another combo player. Two lands, no cantrips, a lot of untappers, no high tide. I believe we deemed this a mulligan last time, right? It needs to find lands and the high tide. And it has just a lot of, like, clunk that's not going to really do a lot. Yeah, I believe last time we had a hand like this, someone in chat referred to it as a multifor, which is maybe a little bit aggressive. I'd say like maybe multi 5, but it's definitely not that good. We're on the draw, so it's like a little bit better. I don't know. I think we can ship these. I think especially in this matchup, it's more of a race. We don't need that much interaction, right? Well, a tiny bit of interaction plus. Yeah. This is a hand. This is a hand. What does Lumra do? Like, do I want this Stern Scolding? Isn't it worse on the draw? I mean, it's like you're more likely to start like hitting your land drops on the draw. Sorry, I didn't like complete that thought or anything. I know this has like the end game of like sacking all of your lands and repeatedly casting Lumra using an untapper and just fucking milling your whole deck and killing them with whatever land that they want. But I imagine there are some Stern Scolding hits, but I think I want all these other cards more than the Stern Scolding. Like, the Safekeeper is one of their, like, sack all my lands outlets. Yeah, a loop with, like, Amulet effect plus something, plus, like, a Zuran Orb or a Sylvan Safekeeper is generally the plan. But yeah, I think I'm gonna bottom the Stern Scolding. Maybe I'll regret it. Maybe we could have bottomed the Lorien Revealed. The Tiller. Oh, yeah, like the extra land drop guys. Playing around Stifle, I respect it. I guess. Tiller. Yeah, well, the Tiller is an extra land drop guy, and also the other things. It's not just the land drop guy. Wait, the Untapper? There's a Tiller Untapper? I don't even know what the fuck that is. I thought you were talking about the fucking insect from EOE. Ice Till. Alright, at least there was some word association that I got right there. The word Till is in there. Tiller is a land untapper artifact, so like just like a really shitty amulet or something. Man, I think my opponent's just gonna fucking race me, huh? Tiller Engine. Wow, it's a creature? It sounded like a fucking card from, like, The Dark or something. It's like a really shitty, like, 3-mana amulet or, like, untaps your lands or something. But no, that card sounds like it's a lot newer. Tiller Engine with that, like, templating and stuff. Well, these cards aren't very good, huh? Let's go get a High Tide and then hope that we don't die. We might be not goldfishing fast enough, especially with the complete shit that is our hand. Oh dear. Worldly Tutor for the Sylvan Safekeeper? Thought not. Oh fuck! How do we ever beat this? My High Tide. Can we stop getting my High Tide exiled this fucking league? I wasn't. That's cheating. You're not allowed to play interaction. You're a mono green deck. It's okay. This Consult the Star Charts will definitely find extra planar lens. A card that mono green definitely can't ever get rid of. Oh, nice. Now we can go get our High Tide, chat. The second one that we have in our deck. Yeah, I was not playing around Worldly Tutor for Thought, no, that's for sure. Brainstorm? I mean, we got a bunch of shit in a fetch land. That's not a bad call. Classic Legacy player things. At least we can beat Mono Green with our secondary win combat damage. You just gotta have faith. The extra player lens is there. It's waiting for us. And also, they definitely won't kill me. get the Cobra or the Library. Cobra's another, like, combo piece, too, right? Oh, dang, Mouth of Rodham's, like, pretty nice interaction, too. Things are bad. things don't feel good. Maybe we might brainstorm here and repeal the Sylvan. It's a mana short. It's something. I don't think I want a Merchant Scroll. Because I think I mean Mystic Sanctuary for Merchant Scroll. Sorry, I was like half forming a thought. One, two, three, four, five. If they just like cast Lumra, what happens to me? I guess it doesn't really do a lot, just a big guy. Good night, can't wait for the 5-0 thumbnail. Oh no. Stifles are pretty good interaction, right? And just in general. I guess this particular Stifle also can just counter with Illumra. Also, yeah, it does seem like the Stern Scolding's not that... It has some hits, but not a great amount. Tags like Lotus Cobra, which is a combo piece. Safekeeper, which is a combo piece. The Tiller Engine that we were talking about. We gonna just Lumra here? We beat the fuck up. Oh, Kicker Micah Spawn. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. I don't think we're winning this one. Opponent just was fucking prepped. I was not expecting Mono Green to have this much bullshit to fuck with me, and then we got Worldly Tutor Thought Knotted into Sowing Micah Spawned. Chat, we're kind of getting owned. I'll take my draw step here, but like... I don't think we're winning this one. If we consult the star charts into Extra Planar Lens plus Untapper, I still don't think we do it. If you think about it, this is still a 2-color deck. The second color is colorless. I mean, yeah, kinda, I guess. This deck probably can afford to play a lot of the colorless lands. Is there a reason to continue playing this game? Just let me see my 4 cards and take the Subtlety and the Sleight of Hand. And I guess we do play on, huh? No, why am I playing on? We have like no untapper. The fucking expedition, the expedition costs like 3 mana. We're just gonna die. I'm gonna take 7 and then fucking die. Oh, I guess we're dead, right? They can Mouth of Rana my Subtlety when I try to block the Thought Knot. Damn, we definitely got owned. But also, they had more interaction, which was very unfortunate for me. Some things to keep in mind. Thought Knot Seer especially. And, like, Creature Tutors. But they are, like, pretty slow to set up their whole combo, right? It's like a 3-card combo, or 2-card plus Lumra combo. Come on. Pre-combat tap out for no reason. Damn. They also probably have like instant speed ways, like Elvish Reclaimer, probably a crop rotation stuff to hit like Pit of Offering as Graveyard Hate, or um, Talon Gates to stop a Lier turn. All things to think about. Alright, low-key, I think I'm supposed to keep this. We get there, right? For sure. We for sure get there. We have so many cantrips. For sure, coping. Listen, if we don't get there, it's a real quick and painless loss, which is also an acceptable outcome. I think this hand's a keep though. I think this hand is like perfectly acceptable. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4 draw step, 5 thought scour. We have like 6 cards to go through to hit the second land drop. Everything's fine. There's gonna be an island right here. We don't even have to cast the cantrips for you. See, easy. It's just that easy. Alright, they have nothing currently, at least, which means we just want to slam down on the gas pedal. These cards are not slamming down on the gas pedal. They are in fact very bad because my opponent will turn 1 Arboreal Grazer into a second land drop, and then I can't mana force spike anything, so I think I just bought them both, did more lands. It's fine. We have the Thought Scour to clear the Brainstorm. That's just good deck building. Could pact the Grazer. That's true. We could pact the Grazer. Oh man, we drew the fetch land. We need the Thought Scour to clear it. So good this game. We don't have that many bad cards. We do have this pact that I don't think is going to be very good this game. Grazer's unreasonably powerful. Fucking blocks diamond over here. Card's busted. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to brainstorm. Tails End's pretty nice. Eventually, probably. Suspend could be interesting. I don't think I want this pact, like I said. We could potentially try to suspend on a combo turn, but then what am I putting back? I think it's fine to just have Tails End down the road as like our anti-combo thing, and just put the suspend back. It's more expensive to hold up, but my opponent is gonna have a lot of mana next turn, right? They can just go like Lotus Cobra into land drop, Explorer land drop, and then they'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 lands plus a Lotus Cobra. They can Loomra the following turn, and I can't tap out for Spellseeker for High Tide without getting fucking Loomra'd. We could suspend the Lotus Cobra, maybe. That might actually be good. Fuck. Guess we'd put the Thought Scour back, huh? Just kind of blind milling, which we don't really need. We have... Alright. I'll stick to my gut here. I think I just don't cast Spellseeker and upkeep Suspend? Or do I... Maybe I just suspend the Lotus Cobra immediately so I can tap out for Spellseeker. Try to kill them. Because then on... I have turn 3, the suspend ticks down to 1, and then on turn 4, and it does come back before I have 5 mana, huh? inefficient here. Do have to be watchful of this Urza's Cave. In terms of, like, getting a exile thing. I love the attack. Mad respect to the opponent. We could Tails End the cast trigger and just leave the Lotus Cobra gone forever. Probably not a good plan. Maybe I'm supposed to block. How much do I respect my opponent's 0-3 attacks? My Spellseeker is important to me. I don't want to get got by a fucking Okina Temple of the whatever. So this is the turn the Cobra comes back, right? I don't have any untappers. It's not great. Kind of need to consult into them after Tails Ending the Lumra. If they just hold up this Urza's Cave, things get pretty tense. There's a world that we can like try to go off and Tails End the Urza's Cave activation, though. Have to be watchful of the shifting woodland, too. Can't really do anything right now, but obviously that's not the case forever. Are we Loomring? No. Not attacking with the Lotus Cobra. They don't want to trade. Interesting. I think I like both of these cards because they just let me dig more. Let's take a peek. What do you got there? I was about to say any endurances. Indeed, some endurances. This Emrakul, the Promised Land, is like pretty far away, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The face one opponent have interaction. Yeah, this fucking cheating is what it's called. Interaction is illegal? They just cast Endurance here and said, what the fuck do I do? Just let all my shit go bye-bye? Because then I don't have an answer to the Urza's Cave. That's what they're thinking about, I'm sure. I think I have enough stuff to restock with that I think I just need to let the Endurance trigger happen. Like, Mental Note and Brain Surge let me, like, dig deep and like potentially fill the yard. Try to go off next turn with a Tails End up for the Urza's Cave. Okay, they're holding up, trying to hold up double interaction. That does make things harder, certainly. Rishadenport's moderately annoying. Can't hold up endurance. Final block. No, I won't block. So I guess we Brain Surge first and then clear with Mental Note, potentially. Maybe I was supposed to, like, at some point just cast the Lier out. Turnabout is neat. It's probably hard for me to weave in, like, a turnabout down my opponent's lands turn, though. Maybe on their next upkeep, I turnabout them? Make the move now while I'm tapped low. Do I just untap here? What happens if they endurance me now? Could I go off? It would be tough. If they endurance me after I Mental Note, the only dig spell I have is Frantic Search, right? So it would be pretty tough. Am I supposed to maybe just continue waiting? Do I want to draw land, or do I want to upkeep Mental Note? No, because I want to have 6 mana to hold up Tail's End. Okay, I think we just untap. Oh, they're going to port me though, right? They're not. Shuffle away that other island. The content creator lines to try to combo now. Yeah, but brain hurty. Yeah, I guess that is fine. I guess we can never hold up Tail's End here, huh? Because of the port. Thinking about casting the Endurance again. Alright, I think I just turnabout all their lands right now. Then my turnabout gets Enduranced. I get rid of my whole yard, and then we Mental Note and just try to go from there. We have Frantic Search to try to untap, do stuff. I think we have enough dig to try to make something work. If we find like any bounce spells, the Spellseeker starts to pop off. We can do the fetch land high tide trick too on upkeep. Hey Nanaheim, thanks for the follow. Sorry, also I missed Soul Lesson for the follow as well. Much appreciated. Oh, they're doing it now. So my turnabout gets to stay in the yard maybe? That'd be nice. they mistimed that turnabout. Or they mistimed their endurance. They wanted to float mana and then let it resolve, and then cast the endurance to take the turnabout too. Is there a world where I want to keep my Mystic Sanctuary and not use it for extra mana this turn? But what do I can't put anything on top because the only other cantrip I have is the Mental Note. So like if I try to Frantic Search a third time, I Mental Note into it and then I mill the Frantic Search. Oh, opponent says, oops, I might have done that wrong. They don't even let me combo anymore. What if I had nothing? They just give up. They just throw in the towel. No one wants to play against Lier, man. I mean, I get it. I don't want to play against Lier either. I get it, but like effectively drawing 6 cards. Yeah, we're gonna look at a lot of cards there, right? Double Mental Note, double Frantic Search digs like 10 cards for any sort of action. We have to have 4. Yeah, we just have like 8 bajillion mana. Alright. I'm not a fucking sucker enough to keep this hand, right? Like, this hand just doesn't... This hand does not have the sauce. Turn 5 kill trust. I don't know if I believe you. I want to believe. Chat's full of terrible ideas. Instantly hit the mulligan button. Alright, this hand's a little bit loosey-goosey, but we're gonna keep it. We have the High Tide. We definitely won't get Thought Knotted. Maybe we put back the Dizzy spell? Well, what does Twiddle do? Oh, that's just Twiddle as artifact, so it is the same as a Dream Script, right? Okay. So I don't think the Dizzy spell's very good here. We could potentially put back the Force Spike, especially with how our mana situation is. But I think I'm shipping the Dizzy spell. Twiddle can't hit Planeswalkers. Oh shit, you right. My B. That's cheating. Fucking Delighted Halfling against my mono blue deck? What the fuck is this? Oh, it's so easy. It's so fucking free. I think I kind of want to hold up Force Spike to try to snipe some, like, early game non-legendaries. Especially because we hit the second land. We don't need to cast the Serum Visions quite yet. Next turn we can, like, fetch... If we don't get a Force Spike target, we'd potentially Serum Visions plus continue holding up Force Spike. Come on, tap this. Yes! Yes! Play your land. Yeah, nice fucking Havenwood Battleground. Fucking got their ass. Merchant Scroll can find me untappers, but we want lands more than anything else. This is not a turn to hold up Remand, because we really need to hit land drops, so I think this is just going to be fetch, then cast Serum Visions. Fetch before, because we don't want to fumble the scry. Although, there's like no chance I would cast a spell, right? So maybe it doesn't matter. Big. Very big. I mean, top, right? Can't ask for more. Problem is, I think we might just be too slow. I don't know. We'll see. future Stern scolding off visions that maybe want to cast it. That's true. Yeah, it's definitely non-zero. If I drew like a bounce, like the fish one. Oh no! Oh no! Chatty's coming. The Thought Knot Seer is gonna be here next turn. We can remand it. It's okay. Cope. He is looming. What's our plan for the turn after we remand it, though? I don't think I have a plan. Just fucking turn 4 'em. You can also cast the High Tide in response. That is true, yeah. That's honestly valid, but it might need to happen like next turn. We'll see. Next turn we might honestly like cast High Tide and then put it on the top of our deck with the Mystic Sanctuary to hide it from the Thought not coming back. We'll see. We can wait it out. We can wait a turn. It'd have been nice if we could have got this Merchant Scroll off. Instead, to go get like a turnabout. Chat, what the fuck? Chat, I hate you. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I guess we remanded this, right? Wait, hang on. No. We unwind it. I found the line. No opponent, I insist. This card's fucking bullshit. At least it wasn't, what's the other one? Isn't there a version of this that's uncounterable? Like, from, like, M14 or something? Savage Summoning, yeah. I mean, I imagine if they have this in their deck, they also have Savage Summoning. All grown-up Lier player. We figured out how to cast our counterspell! Get this shit out of my face. Summoning doesn't draw, so it's a lot worse. Oh, yeah, it doesn't cantrip, huh? Alright. Yeah, this doesn't really feel like a turn 4, huh? What am I gonna do? Can I Merchant Scroll for something to beat this Thought Knot? Can I just Merchant Scroll for, like, literal, actual, factual counterspell? I guess we just... No, we can't. We can Mystic Sanctuary anything. We just... But then if we Merchant Scroll for, like, a counterspell, then we don't have the untapper. I think we just take our draw step. Step 1. That's a pretty good one. I'm kind of down for that. Am I putting something on top of my deck? Serum Visions, I guess? Maybe Remand, actually? High Tide stock. I think drawing the Cryptic Command changes my plans a bit. Maybe we draw the Remand so we can Cryptic, counter, draw, and then have the Remand ready for like the Merchant Scroll for turnabout turn. Because we want like a 2-mana counterspell for that turn. Wait, what happens if my opponent just fucking casts Lumra? Well, I guess we just, like, bounce it, draw, or some bullshit. The Lumra doesn't kill me, though. They're missing, like, all their combo pieces, so we can counter the other combo pieces. We'll just, like, cycle the Cryptic. Maybe just, like, bounce the Havenwood Battleground or the Halfling or something and draw a card. And then we continue with the Merchant Scroll for turnabout plan. This gets any creature, huh? Well, surely this can't fuck me. I don't know what this is getting. It's probably bad news. Oh, it's just endurance, okay. That's pretty bad news, huh? I don't want to bounce the Havenwood Battleground. Potentially they can't cast Endurance, although they missed their land drop, so like presumably the last card in their hand is likely a green card here. But I really want a cantrip, so... They could also sack their land to prevent me from drawing a card if they really wanted to. Four-mana instant speed Stone Rain. Bouncing the halfling over anything ever bouncing. Maybe that's better. Gonna endurance me? Oh. Deal. I don't think any of these cards are like particularly great. This seems largely fine for me. Land would be nice, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. We could stock up for land, but then we can't Merchant Scroll for the turnabout. They'll question, are they dead? No shot, I have no untappers. They're absolutely not dead. I think we just proceed with the plan. Merchant Scroll turnabout. Hold up remand. I guess I have to be worried about they could make an endurance copy if they have like a 2-mana land here. There's the spell. Good, good, good. We get to remand it. Nice. Land. Huge. Huge, I think. I imagine that has to be like net mana, right? Alright, alright, alright. Stock up, we got Merchant Scroll. So, High Tide into 8 mana left. Extra planar lands, 1 floating, and then I can make 6 mana. I turn about my 4 remaining lands, and yeah, that should be good. That should be good. We should be fine. Oh shit, tap the Sanctuary pay for lands. I didn't think about that. Hopefully it doesn't matter if they give up. Yes. I think we were fine. I mean, it's probably guaranteed. We get to like Merchant Scroll for Intuition and just go off from there. We just have like we get to. From there, we turn about our lands. We have what? I forgot about the Mystic Sanctuary versus Extraplanar Lands interaction. But we have 2 plus 9 here is 13. We Lier. Also, we didn't have to like tap these to float mana yet. But we have like 13, 12, High Tide, Turnabout, down to 8, up to 8 million, Merchant Scroll, Intuition, Untappers, and blah, 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 blah. Ta-da! 2 Sokka ups, yeah. We could do that one. That one was easy. In the phase, like, opponent's totally tapped out, they've already burned their Endurance. That worked out. That worked out for us. We are 4-0 with this fucking deck. My brain is on fire right now. Alright, what's the play point code? We're giving away 120 play points. If today was a day to give away play points, we are absolutely giving away some. It's gotta be something more creative than like Lier or High Tide, right? Does anyone got any better giveaway options? Storm, yeah. Brain freeze. My brain is on fire. My brain is very much not frozen. Although I guess brain freeze and brain burning are probably lead to very similar situations. No, I insist. That was a funny moment. I'll give you that. We're just spitballing fun giveaway. What is the point of using the Sanctuary? Because the Sanctuary does not tap for the additional mana with the Extraplanar Lens. Because the Extraplanar Lens only lets island cards with the name Island tap for the extra mana. So if we float with the Extraplanar Lens mana to cast the lens, then we get more mana out of the remaining islands that are untapped during that turn. We can't like exile the Mystic Sanctuary to the Extraplanar Lens, obviously, for similar reasons. But I left my Sanctuary untapped when I was doing the Mystic Sanctuary stuff. It misses like just like 1 mana, I think, so it's not like a huge deal. Well, you can. Yeah, I guess that's valid. All right. None of the buzzwords are speaking to me, so we'll just do High Tide. Let's just give away High Tide. You know the drill at this point. I'm gonna give away, type High Tide in the chat, blah, blah, blah. 120 play points, courtesy of Daybreak Games, blah, 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 blah. Shoutouts again to my buddy Marcus. I would like to respond for putting us into the position to maybe trophy. I'm running to the bathroom again real quick while the giveaway's running, and stress a lot about our trophy match. Alright. Lock in. We got this. For all the marbles, the fucking trophy match with Lier. we've had some, I would say, pretty good luck with matchups that require me expending a bunch of brain power. Because we hit, like, the Gruul aggro deck and the mono green deck and like a Sararak, things that are, like, very one-dimensional in how they're going to interact. So hopefully we just continue that, and we get lucky and hit another matchup where I don't have to fry my goddamn brain. Oh no, it's Light Pause. That seems terrifying, huh? Oh, we got Wash Away Mana Leak. That seems really good against Light Pause, actually. Am I supposed to, like, snap keep this? Who's the Gruul commander? Miglaws? It's like a 3-mana 4/4 with a bunch of activated abilities. I think I'm just supposed to snap keep this against a Light Pause, like fucking Wash Away Mana Leak. We just need to hit third land. We have like Spellseeker. Everything's fine. Oh yeah, we have Transmute for High Tide too. Yeah, this hand's great. We just need the oil counter guy. Yeah, that's the one. Opponent's mulling to 5. Let's go. Love it, love it, love it. Would have been really sick if my opponent revealed Gemstone Caverns and like mulled to 3 or whatever. Cast Turtle with Light Pause and just get Wash Awayed. Yeah, alright. Well, I'm not. That's fine. Misdirection? That doesn't... I mean, it could, like, do something in some world with an aura, but probably not. Maybe if we have Spellseeker in play, it could actually do something. But it will still trigger the Light Pause. Alright, chat. Am I supposed to wash away this Light Pause or mana leak it? Well, I guess that answers that question. Land. Fuck. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We need to land this next turn. Now am I supposed to Tails End this Light Pause or wash away it? I think I want to Tails End it, honestly. If we hit land, like, we can... Like, Wash Away is easier to hold up for the, like, the follow-up Light Pause. Wash, Tails End, immediate first 2 comments. I don't think, like, this counter trigger ability is going to do a ton here. I think it was the Wash Away during the Mana Leak turn if my opponent had cast Light Pause, but I think this turn it's Tails End. Come on. We can do this deck. Oh, they're gonna cast the Light Pause again. We're gonna wash away it. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. This is a good one to cast eventually, but I can't cast it this turn for very obvious reasons. That's cheating! I can't beat that one, opponent! I'm gonna lose this game. Like, it was very attainable just because we miss a land drop 4 times in a row. I know how it feels playing Lier against Cloud. I mean, this is just how Lier feels against any deck. This is just like literally any deck at all when you miss your third land drop, right? It's not like Lier versus Cloud specific, I would say. I can misdirection. No, it's at permanent opponent control. Wait, no, this is only spells anyway, right? It's not very helpful. My Sapphire Medallion. We can not unsubstantiate that at any point. It's also a Giver of Runes. Everything's bad, huh? Everything's bad and I hate it. Is there a reason I would pay here? Oh, I can't pay. Yeah, it's 2 power. That's a good reason to not pay. Found him. Too little, too late, my friends. We are instead going to die. Yeah, we're taking... And they have Ranger Captain in play. Yeah, so like they can like prevent the combo turn we don't really have, and they have the Giver to protect the Ranger Captain. Can you misdirect the No, misdirection does not target abilities at all, and also this says your opponents. So like double no. Yeah, Jesus. That was our game to win. If we could just hit some fucking land drops, huh? Alright, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. A double negative is a positive. Yes, exactly. You got it. It's not a spell, and it doesn't target. That means we can misdirect it. I stand by that keep. I think that keep was very good. And just like, sometimes you're not going to get there. Oh, well, I stand by this keep as too, and this keep's just good. This feels like a Merchant Scroll for turnabout situation. I might even just jam it. No, never mind. Not jamming turn 2. This is how it feels, huh? I gotta say, doesn't feel good. I don't like it. This feels bad. Oh no, I was supposed to stifle the fucking the Saga trigger. Oh no, they didn't cast Light Pause anyway. Nice. Alright, so everything's fine. Everything's fine. Imagine if I'd stifled that Urza Saga trigger and then they just fucking cast Esper Sentinel. Who's the idiot now? Alright, what the hell is my plan here? Try to cobble together a turn 4? We need, like, a 4th land for that, which we currently don't have. Is it just unsubstantiate the Light Pause? If they just, like, pass with mana, then I draw a card, I guess, and just play my 3rd land, and then maybe find a land drop and cast Personal Tutor for something? Just debating the merits of, like, fucking jamming this merchant. Jamming the Merchant Scroll can't be right. They could, like, Light Pause plus give it Pro Blue, and then I just can't deal with it at all. Which means I think I just hold up Unsubstantiate this turn. If they want to play, like, Draw Go, I think that favors me. Yeah. I think this is, like, mostly fine for me. Giga Drowse is a nice one. Unfortunately, it is, not one where I have a 4th land drop, huh? Plan is to, like, draw land 4 and then Merchant Scroll for turnabout and then Personal Tutor for another untapper, I think. I think if they're doing this, I can just unsubstantiate and stifle like, what does this get? Can I look up a Light Pause deck real quick? Does this get anything scary on this saga? Ghost Vacuum, Shadow Spear, Springleaf Drum. And just vacuum. Vacuum is, like, kind of annoying, huh? Maybe I should stifle the search trigger and unsubstantiate one of the constructs? I need to start spending my mana. It's the big thing. I don't think I care about their cards that much. I think I'm fine unsubstantiating this. I guess I could maybe wait. They might, like, land drop Light Pause now. Like, grab Drum. Oh, no, they can't grab Drum. I stifled the trigger, yeah. Really just want land on the top of my deck, otherwise things start to get, like, really bad. That's bad. We could Merchant Scroll for the fucking sink into stupor, huh? It's so bad with High Tide. And then we have to, like, Personal Tutor for Hidden Strings. Is that enough? If we Merchant Scroll for land drop and then Personal Tutor for Hidden Strings, we High Tide, 6 mana, tap 2, Hidden Strings, so we have 4, go to 2, 3, 3 mana up, 6 with 1 up, cast High Tide, we have 3 mana remaining, 3 mana, casts Hidden Strings down to 1 mana, untaps 2, we have 7 mana, and then we have, like, Unwind and Merchant Scroll for untappers. I think that gets there. I think it's my best bet. Next question is, do I pay for this Esper Sentinel or not? I could, like, pay 3 life to let them draw 1 less card. Or I could potentially, like, Giga Drowse if they, like, have some sort of interaction up for, like, 1 mana. Like an Orim's Chant or a Manti that they leave up and want to, like, cast Light Paws. But also, like, the cards that I let them draw might draw them towards that. I am not sure. If I pay here, I can cast the Personal Tutor. I'm fully tapped out. They just hit me for a bunch. If they have anything, if they hold up a bunch, I could potentially take a pass turn and just cast a big Giga Drowse. I think I'm gonna pay. Yeah, what if they just had, like, fucking Mana Tithe right there? What am I looking for? Sink into Stupor. Personal Tutor for Hidden Strings. That's the best untapper, right? It's just like untap 2. I guess there aren't that many sorceries, so I can just take a quick perusal. It's literally the only untapper at sorcery. Jesus, take the wheel! They just won't have it. They just won't have anything. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine, chat. Everything's fine. Just don't even worry about it. They're gonna, like, tap out. Everything's gonna go great for me. They're just gonna, like, put some stuff on the they're gonna cast Light Paws and, like, put some stuff on on the construct to try to, like, or put some stuff on the Esper Sentinel just to try to, like, deal me as much damage as possible, and then it's gonna be fully tapped out and they're gonna die. There's no fucking auras that are gonna, like, mess with my shit, right? I mean, I guess if they have, like, a flashed 2-mana aura, they could go get Sheltered by Ghosts and get my Lier, but nothing I can really do about that. If they leave up 1 mana, I'm just gonna, like, sweat a shit ton. But, like, I think I'm just gonna go for it. If I die, I die. Because it's way more likely that they just have, like, a flash aura to protect the Light Paws from Giga Drowse and just attack me for lethal the following turn. We also do have Unwind, notably, depending on what exactly happens. All right. Yeah. Wow. Finishing up. Why can't I ever hit yes on this? I don't understand. I don't think it matters. But, like, why can't... Oh, am I not allowed to hit yes on this? Do I have to click on the creature? Oh, choose this. Sure. Why not? Alright. We can't even draw a card. We have to merchant scroll. And then I think I unwind the merchant scroll. For more mana. Hold control. Cast merchant scroll. And then this gets intuition, right? Do we have enough mana to do the fucking, we only have 8 mana right now, Jesus. I guess we can unwind again. I should have done that there, actually. I wasn't thinking. I guess we could just not get the brain freeze, right? And we could just intuition for the, God, what's the card's name? What's the tutor? The fucking... I don't actually know what it's called. What on earth is the tutor any instant or sorcery thing called? And why can I not see it? Oh, because it's not an instant. It's a sorcery, that's why. Duh. Alright. So this time we cast the intuition. Alright, this grabs me... Solve the equation is the card I'm looking for, because this, it gets the brain freeze, so I can just do the double brain freeze trick. So this grabs me solve the equation. I don't get the actual brain freeze here. We have 5 plus 9. We have 14 mana currently. We need 5 to finish the combo. We need 7 to finish the combo. So we have more. We just get Frantic Search. And... Frantic Search is net positive. And then maybe just something that digs deep. Like... God, what's it called? What's the fucking sorcery that everyone plays now with Ancient Tomb and Stock Up? There we go. They probably put the Stock Up in my hand if I had to guess. Chat, anyone know what storm I have to get to double brain freeze my opponent here? Yeah, there's the Stock Up. I guess I should stock up first before I Frantic Search with only one bad card in my hand. Gotta imagine it's like 13. Oh, that's really easy actually. Oh, there's a land too. Shit, I saw the land drop, huh? Oh, and we can unsubstantiate this brain freeze, right? If we really needed to. So this is the trick. Okay, this is what I was missing the first couple times we went off, huh? Is that you don't intuition for the brain freeze. You intuition for the solve the equation. And then sometimes you can even put the unsubstantiate in there, and then you can like triple brain freeze on the same turn. Oh god. All right. that was maybe a little bit stressful. And now we just have to win on the draw versus like the super fast aggro deck. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't even worry about it. We're gonna draw like our perfect hand of interaction. Our hand's gonna be like Stern Scolding, Wipe Away, Land, High Tide, Turnabout, something like that. Maybe a bounce spell. I don't fucking know. Alright. Just deep breaths. We got plenty of time. We executed that fairly well. We made some moves. I think we need to mulligan for like really good interaction, I think is the thing. I think we just can't keep like combo hands. I think we need to mulligan for Suspend, Stern Scolding, Spell Snare, Flood Maw, Force Spike, Subtlety, Wash Away, stuff like that. I think that's what we're mulliganing towards here. Alright. This hand's real good. This misdirection's probably not great, but like the rest we have cantripping, we have the force spike that we wanted, we have High Tide and Snap. We got some good pieces here. We need to hit land drops obviously, but like I don't think I can ask for a ton more. Giver, sure. We can snap a Giver. That is also nice. More lands, perfect. Just slam that light pause. I couldn't possibly have it. Just windmill slam it. Don't wait a turn. Yes. Is there ever a reason to sorcery speed peak here? I guess if we find like Serum Visions or Preordain or Ponder. Okay, a lot of reasons to sorcery speed peak. Depending on what we draw, obviously, but Spell Pierce maybe does something, who knows? I mean, we could hold up Snap, but I don't think we're snapping. I think we really want to snap for Lier purposes. So I think I'm just gonna take a quick peek. What you got over there, opponent? We did draw the Preordain. Am I supposed to hold up the Spell Pierce this turn? I don't really care if they cast any of this shit on the light pause. I think they're just going to hold up the Cathar Commando and the Swift Reconfig. We can misdirect the Swift Reconfig, too. That's big. I think I just want to Preordain this turn. Dizzy Spell is a very expensive card. I think we can draw the Serum Visions, because it helps us sculpt more. This hand cooks. This hand is definitely very good. Remote Farm, sure. This is just hold up Cathar Commando, probably. Maybe they did Cantrip. Just like cast Feather of Flight instead. Just sorcery speed the commando. Sure, that's also fine. And protect it, sure. Is there ever a world where I'm thinking about fetching first with Serum Visions type stuff? Or fetching first and then casting Serum Visions? I think there is. I don't think there's ever a world where I cast Snap, but like, if I top, I might need a fetch next turn to like cast Cryptic Command or something. The scary thing is that we're gonna get Light Paws plus Lash Knifed next turn. We don't have a lot more time to go, huh? I guess we know we spell pierce the Lash Knife. Potentially. Because we still have misdirection for the Swift reconfig. The dream is if we draw the land off the Serum Visions, we can fetch the Sanctuary. That's true. But that's like a turn 5. I guess we're probably a turn 5 kill here. It's fine. We'll find another fetch. Alright, so Extraplanar Lens is just god fucking awful. Because this unbeatable Cathar Commando, as much as I would like to have it, I have to imagine it's just absolutely not the play at all. I can't misdirect a Cathar Commando, because this is spells only. And we do want land 4. So we have a really good turn if they like Light Paws and then Lash Knife it, and then I Spell Pierce, and then they like attack with the Cathar Commando, and then we can Exhaustion them to Time Walk potentially. I wonder if they like don't even go for it because the Light Paws taps them out and they want the Swift reconfig as interaction. Yeah. That's also good for me. I don't think we go for it this turn. I don't think we have... I think we can wait. Because I don't think we have like enough untapping stuff. We don't have like the tutors. Yeah, it's definitely not deterministic here. We could like maybe just have like a Lier turn where Citizen Play starts cantripping or whatever, but we exhaust our high tide. I think we can't. We also can't afford to wait is the big thing. I think waiting is a pretty reasonable option here. Cast the Light Paws now with the Swift reconfig mana up. Yep. Counter draw here. Kind of wish I had my Extraplanar Lens now, huh? I think we might just Exhaustion Time Walk here. More lands is huge. Oh god. Am I supposed to like do anything here? I think the Exhaustion is just a Time Walk and it's fine to just cast here. Try and like just kind of effectively cantrip it, trying to find a little bit more. Because we don't have a ton of mana and we don't have a ton of like really good digging. Christ. Do I go for it now? We got 8 minutes on the clock here. Alright, we have 5 mana, and we have a potential to find a land drop for later. If we just High Tide, snap the Giver. If they, like, try to swift reconfig the Giver for some reason, to protect it, then, like, we can misdirect the swift reconfig over to the Cathar Commando so that our snap still resolves. I think we shoot our shot here, honestly. I think we have a lot of good outs here. We have 8 mana, so we can actually just Lier here before we even snap the first time. Wait, Swift Reconfig doesn't even do anything, right? My Lier's still live? Swift Reconfig does do something here, notably. Because it could, like, counter my untap. Am I supposed to Spell Pierce this? I think it just misdirect pitching Spell Pierce. Misdirect onto my own Lier, maybe? So I have the Cathar Commando to snap afterwards. No, they should give the Cathar Commando blue in response here before the Giver gets bounced anyway. So I need to be able to, like, snap my own Lier. I think I just Spell Pierce it. Okay, they're doing that thing, sure. Oh, spells can't be countered. Yeah. I'm dumb. So I misdirect onto the Cathar Commander now because it's effectively useless to me. How many times have I forgotten how Lier works this league? Like 100? Problem is that I can't snap anything else. Besides, like, my Lier, which is probably... We'll find something. It'll be fine. Trust. Oh, wow, they just... didn't even... Interesting. Problem is that, like, now what? we only have 7 mana right now. I think I start with Preordain just to try to dig for, like, a creature to be really good. I don't want this. Get Probe is literally free to draw. Okay, they have nothing. There's our land. I don't want to play it yet because, like, there's maybe a world where I have Mystic Sanctuary. What do I start doing now is the thing. At some point I might just have to, like, Exhaustion again and try to win that way. Serum Visions, I guess, is the deepest digging. Oh shit, Turnabout's huge. Turnabout's so much fucking mana. Five. Land that. Yeah, now we're just digging deep for tutors. Oh, Spellseeker, yeah. Merchant Scroll. Merchant Scroll for Intuition. Fuck it, I'm just gonna turn about myself. Yes! We fucking did it! Let's go! Let's go! Oh my god, we fucking did it! Oh man. Oh, let's... Yeah! Oh god. Holy, that was a fucking stream, huh? Lier, officially the new best deck in Duel Commander. Easy trophy. Alright, hang on. Get your high tides in chat so we can call a winner from the giveaway. Looking forward to seeing more Lier in the future. My hands are shaking trying to resolve that last turn. Exclamation point giveaway. Let's ship someone off with these beautiful play points. Lyserg, congratulations. Holy. What a fucking league, huh? What I said, though, very specifically, sometime early on during that, of like, I sure am glad we're playing against, like, not a lot of very one-dimensional strategies. It makes my, like, thought process so much nicer. Oh my god. Let's go. Oh, what a league today, huh? We had fun. Wait, I just got here and Jeff 5-0'd with the blue. We 5-0'd with High Tide. Can you think of a more like opposite of XJ deck outside of like Thassa's Oracle stuff? I don't think there's another deck in like Magic that's like less me coded than High Tide outside of like Doomsday. Oh god. I'm sweating. That last turn gave me so much anxiety. Was that the only game that we went for it and like wasn't like fairly deterministic or like extremely high likelihood? We had to like cantrip into some stuff. Like hitting that tournament was nuts. JR and Pactification don't go together. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if I've ever cast a Pact of Negation. High Tide working in a 100-card one-copy format impressive. You'd be surprised how many tutors there are for High Tide. How many are there in this deck? Micromancer is 1. Spellseeker's 2. Solve the Equations 3. Dizzy Spells 4. Merchant Scroll is 5. Extraplanar Lens is like a 6th High Tide. It's like 6 and like 100,000 cantrips or something like that. I might have missed one of them. Playing the not Nadu, but actually Nadu deck made me aware of how many tutors there are in the format. Oh yeah, the Thrasios and Timna, or Thrasios and Ravos. There are so many tutors. You can pretty consistently put together Nadu plus Nomads or Devoted Druid plus Hazel's Brewmaster or whatever. Oh, let's go. What an incredible day. What a day to be alive, chat. You were all here to witness it, except for Goblin Lackey. To witness my fucking 5-0 with High Tide. What a fucking sweet day. All right, let's find someone to raid, huh? Let's end on. Well, that was the highest note we could possibly end on. We fucking trophied with the anti XJ deck. We can't get any higher. Cloud harvested. Yeah, we got our screenshot for Blue Sky. Man, life's great. We get to go raid Harain. He's back from Eternal Weekend. Alright. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you had a great time. I know I had a surprisingly great time. I felt like I started to get it. I started to see the lines. It was very unlike my experience playing Doomsday. Because Doomsday, you have to, like, cast Demonic Tutor 5 times. This one, you have sequences that you're just constantly thinking about. It's like, okay, you need the High Tide, you need the Untapper, and you need, like, the Tutor, and then you just kind of win the game. This one, it definitely started clicking in my brain way faster than Doomsday ever did. Where's the raid button? Let's get out of here. I need to go to bed. Alright, anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you had a great time. This league will be up on YouTube. Where I guess I have to change what my thumbnail is going to be. I have to put fucking trophies and a little crown maybe on Lier's head or something. I don't know. Thanks for watching. It was a great time. Shout out again to Marcus for donating for this league. We'll be back next week, probably with just some regular Cloud stuff. I can't break my brain like this every week. Sometimes we just gotta like play the normal shit. But yeah, thanks for watching. Blah blah, wasting the last 7 seconds while we wait for this Harain raid to go live. And I'll see you all next time.